Welcome to another Escape Route stream. Welcome to Black Voices in Gaming, which is starting in 10 minutes and 23, 22, 21, 20 seconds. In just over 10 minutes. And then there's a PlayStation State of Play, and probably between those, I get the feeling that Haruhi's going to call. No, I get the feeling that we're going to play the Spyro the Dragon game news prototype, which was released to the public last night, which contains the first 3 game worlds in a state of semi-completion. It's quite interesting. Right, I'm going to jump us over to the main page. Actually, I just need to make sure. Ape Escape, not Ape Escape? Why? Was an Ape Escape prototype released last night? If you could point me in the direction of an Ape Escape prototype. That's like finding new 9/11 footage. It's I don't know if I'd go that far. They want you to find new Spyro the Dragon prototypes. They don't want you to find new 9/11 footage. Who's they? I'm afraid I've said too much. I'm gonna jump over to the gameplay screen. Oh no, Sushi Sunshine's playing. I forgot to turn that off yesterday. I'm here in my Goku cap because, of course, Black Voices in Gaming. I did a little bit of grooming before the stream. That's kind of what held me up. That and cleaning the coffee machine. I've now got some coffee on the go. And to spoil the goodness of the coffee, I also have my last can of Coors Light, which I'm going to enjoy. So, as you can see, in 8 minutes, 39, 38, 37, 36, yada, 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 I am going to turn the display back off. Somewhere here, amongst all this paraphernalia, is the Spyro prototype. And an X Delta patch, yes. Though I probably won't use the patch method. I'll probably use the cheat code method. There's multiple methods of getting this prototype to work. Let me see, do I have a PS1 folder? I do. And inside that PS1 folder, do I have Fuck Station? I mean Duck Station. I don't. So Duck Station is somewhere else. Extract Spyro to Spyro. I think I can load an X Delta. Did you know that there was a Kickstarter slop-covered... Oh, Slope's Game Room, called September 11th Redux. I have no idea. I've watched some of his things, but not all of his things. It sounds like the kind of thing he covers on his show. Where is... There it is. There's Duck Station. Right. This Duck Station is probably incredibly out of date. I don't really care. Right. So if I go... Start file. No. No, okay. Then we'll do it the download and install an update for Dark Station. Alright. Sure, why not? We'll get like 5 minutes of Spyro and then it will be presentation time. Yeah, so what I'm gonna do is select Start File, navigate to our PS1 folder, navigate to our Spyro folder, and yeah, it looks like the game starts as a black window. Alt Q to open NVIDIA overlay. And it's just black. Yep, I was expecting this. Don't worry, you can't see anything yet anyway. Tools. Memory editor. And the memory address I want is 800... Um, 80012E18. 80012 E18. And that needs to be 00. If I restart game. How do I set that to permanently be a thing? Okay, I'm gonna have to do it with cheats instead. How do I add cheats? Cheats. Select cheats. Aha! We're going to create a cheat. Instructions cannot be empty. Enable cheats. This may crash games. No, this is Spyro. Aha! Here we go. Right, we might get 4 minutes of this just to prove it's working. Hey, Matt Solo. Cars Lightning Races. Welcome, Abir Tales. Is there a new Cars game coming out? Wow, Duck Station's quiet. That dragon was floating ever so slightly above the ground. Right. Duck Station volume needs to come up. Yeah. And that's playing the wrong level music. Okay, so we've got this working. We'll check it out proper. Is there always a tree there? I'm going to be, like, second-guessing myself now. I'm going to go ahead and unload Duck Station. Well, actually, I'm going to keep Duck Station going. Let's see. Having a full pack of Toy Story games and a remaster of 3 is insane. The full pack, super excited for, especially considering it features the best Bugs Life game. But the Toy Story 3 remaster, to me, just seems kind of unnecessary. The game is already playable on Xbox Series, which is the best console. So, like, we don't need a remaster or re-release of that. But I understand the timing. You know, it's got to sync up with Toy Story 4 and Woody's Beer Belly. You know, I just want a high-quality Jesse source filmmaker model. It already exists. You're obviously not looking hard enough. You're not going to Kimono Party and searching Jesse. Toy Story 5, my apologies. Toy Story 4 was so fucking bad, I forgot it existed. Well, Toy Story 4 wasn't that bad, it's just... Oh wow, this music is joyful. Let's mute that. Just over a minute until Black Voices in Gaming. Then we'll play the Spyro prototype. And then that should lead us nicely into the state of play tonight. And boy, am I excited for that state of play. When I say it like that, boy, am I excited, it sounds like I'm not excited at all. And I'm just faking it. But no, I am actually excited for that state of play. $39, $38, $37, $36, $35. Haha, fooled you, we're playing Spyro. No, we're not. The remaster will include the PS3 exclusive content. Oh, wasn't there like a Zerg boss battle? Thank you for the follow on Twitch, whoever you are. What? How am I getting followed on Twitch? I'm not even live on Twitch. What the fuck? Anyway, 9, 8, 7, 6. I never even updated the alert for Twitch, so it just says a follower. It doesn't say the user's name.
What is happening, my people?
Yo, it's PS1 version of Justin.
Co-founder of Black Voice in Gaming, The Mix, and the nonprofit.
Appreciate it, Greg.
It is a
enough caught me by surprise, though. I'm surprised I've still got those notifications turned on.
With our annual Black Voice in Gaming Summer Showcase for 2026. Our mission is simple. We help support and celebrate developers through grants, network connections, publishers, investors, platforms, and of course, the community of you guys and the culture.
And anybody can get one of these grants?
To showcase trailers, interviews, and gameplay sessions with some dope developers. Before we get started, we want to thank our sponsors, Raw Fury, Aurora Broadcasting, No Rivals, The Mix, and our broadcasting partners, Summer Game Fest. Thank you guys for supporting us. IGN, Twitch, GameSpot, and Steam. Yes, Steam. Please wish list or purchase the games you see in the show through the QR code that pops up.
Can you turn the video up?
On our 3rd year with the XP Fund,
Can I?
where we help fund grants through an accelerator program that will get these games made. If you're interested in supporting these games through charity, please
That's
follow
the best I can do
on the screen when it pops up. And if you're interested in investment opportunities, please hit us up as well. Without further delay, I'm going to pass the mic to Lori and Curtis Baxter to get into the first game.
Thanks, Justin.
Wow, lights flickering like crazy. All I'm doing is making a coffee.
Incredible host, a fantastic content creator by the name of...
Hi, my name is Lori, and I'm so excited to be here today with you, Curtis, for all of the trailers,
Surgeon Project.
all of the announcements.
You mentioned that earlier, didn't you?
I know. I think it's going to be jam-packed. So I don't know about you, but I want to get right into it. You down with that?
Yes, let's do it.
All right.
Hey, my name's Graham. I'm a Jamaican game developer, and this is my cozy island builder, Auerlands.
Oh,
It's a
cozy.
game focused on creativity.
Check. Island
No
builder.
pressure, no
Check.
rules to follow, just pure vibes. It's up to you to create whatever kind of island you want to make, whether it's a lush forest campsite or a vast deserted island. Auerlands has dozens of things for you to decorate your islands with, and once you take a break from building, even more things.
Yeah, I should make a bingo card, but
Just poke around. There are a ton of delightful surprises for you to experience. Now, once you think you're done,
I want to
toss
create
them
an
right
island the
and
very
let the
elite
postcard
can visit.
Sharing them with your friends.
Hey, I did a stream
Because good
about that.
things should always be shared.
Say a
Day
play
or
bingo
night,
card.
rain or
Yeah,
shine,
yeah. Let's
come and
let's
craft your
decide
liquor
on one while we're
paradise
playing
right
Spyro,
here
and I'll
in
draw it
Auerlands.
on I'll draw it in my Mario book, or my.
A princess, once beautiful
Bowser
beyond
book.
wonders of the flesh.
Wow, this game
now
is loud.
crawled the earth as her demonic mass pulsated lifelessly.
Okay, yeah, wear your influence on your sleeve. It's quite alright, though. I don't mind. This is something I'd play. How long is the show? I'm guessing an hour. It could be 2 hours, and it goes right to the state of play. But I doubt it's 2 hours. I'm really competing with this. I'm gonna have to turn the volume down in my headphones. Ah, no, I don't have to shout as much. Yo, Vlad! It's you! The placenta. Okay, cool. If I wasn't already sold, you get to fight a placenta. I'm there. Me if you were sex. Ah, come on. Don't put yourself down like that. Oh, we got a deck builder or something like that. Man, my game's missing something. Oh, I know. Moving scan lines. Perfect. Skip it. I've seen that font before. That's a famous dyslexic font. The one they're using for the titles here. That's a famous dyslexic font. But I forget its name. See a lot in modern video games as an accessibility option. Pokemon, anyone? Your bull skin. Tell me about my bull skin. I know all about my bull skin. Did I leave any coffee in this, or is it clean? Oh my god. Oh, it smelled bad to begin with, but it doesn't smell so bad now it's open to the air. I'm just thinking about what I can pour my coffee into. Yeah, I could probably get away with this one. I think it's clean enough. Yeah. Alchemic Beasts. I expect to see it in a bundle before long. I'll probably pick it up then.
Hi everyone, I'm Thiago Prudente from Mandinga Games. We are indie game developers from Salvador, Bahia, Northeast Brazil.
Yeah?
And I'm the lead developer of Black Sailors, Bay of All Saints. I'm here to tell you a bit about the game you're building.
What kind of game is
and
it?
why
Because
this
it looks
story
like it could be a
matters so
deck
much
builder,
to us.
based
Black
on the
Sailor
art.
is an adventure RPG
All right.
with tactical turn-based combat.
Well, like
It's
Sid
a
Meier's
story
Pirates.
during the colonization of Brazil back in the 19th century, about a group of enslaved Africans who refused to accept their fate.
Said back us on
the
Kickstarter.
rebel
You'll get that a
took
lot.
control of a slave ship and became
You'll get that a
pirates,
lot
fighting
with
back
games
against the
in
Portuguese
this
colonial
showcase.
oppression in the Bay of All Saints. It's a decolonial game. That means we are shifting the lenses here. We are so used to
I
seeing
can imagine
history in
it's
games
more expensive
told
to
from the
develop a
perspective of
game in
conqueror
countries
or
like these than it
explorer,
is
but in Black Sailors we flip
in the
that
UK
sword.
or
We
the
take
US.
the power out of the hands of the colonizer and put it in the hands of the enslaved and oppressed. One of the things that drive us is how history is taught. Even in Brazil, our education is often very Eurocentric. We were taught at school that our country was formed by Portuguese, indigenous people, and Africans, as if African was just one big homogeneous block, but that was not the case. The African diaspora was formed by several different ethnicities: Yoruba, Bantu, Fon, and many others. Each had their own unique culture, cosmology, and customs. Some were even rival back in Africa, but they were forced into the same struggle here. The colonizers actually thought mixing different ethnicities would prevent revolt. It's important to understand that Black Sailors is built entirely from an Afro-Brazilian perspective. Our culture is incredibly rich and rooted in African ancestry. But over centuries, we lost the clear lines of what came from each ethnicity. In Black Sailors, we are creating an alternative story, exploring what it would look like if this Afro-Brazilian identity was forged in the fire of a pirate rebellion. We didn't want to just make generic African rebel characters. That's why we are collaborating with historian, specialists.
That's
in
where
African
your cost
diaspora
is going to
in
be.
Colonial Bahia. We have researched these specific ethnicities to create characters with real, distinct motivations. So in the crew, you will not just find generic Africans. There is a Daomé warrior, a blacksmith from Oyo, a hunter from Ife. You also find people with very different motivations. Some of them just want to go back to Africa. Others want to build a full-scale rebellion and dominate the Bay. And some have lost everything.
Yeah, I
and
mean,
they are driven just by
it's
revenge.
very clear
These
that
clashing motivations create
their
dynamics
passion
completely
to
different than that evolve
educate
as you
people
play.
is strong
When the game
with
begins,
this.
they have just taken control of the ship. They don't know each other yet, but they quickly realize they will have to overcome their differences if they want to survive. Your role as the player is to manage this crew and assign them to specific functions on the ship. So, if you want the ship to move faster, you need to put more people on the sails. If you want the ship to shoot back, you need to put more people on the guns. This is how you play your Revolution. It's a turn-based strategy experience divided into two phases. First, the planning phase, where you manage your crew.
Okay, but
analyze
this has gone on
enemy
too long.
movements, track
With
enemy
the
movements, and
absolute,
decide your
like,
strategy.
greatest
Then
respect,
comes the
these
resolution
showcases should be
phase,
bang,
where you
bang,
watch
bang,
your
bang.
decisions play out in real time.
this has gone
As
on
your
too long.
adventure continues,
Any
you
interest I
upgrade
had
the
in
ship,
this has fizzled
improve,
away.
and rescue more people who join your cause. We just announced Black Sailors to the world, and the reaction was intense. We saw a lot of backlash from people who treated the simple act of portraying enslaved people with agency as some kind of agenda, but the support has been even louder. We realized that there is a massive audience of players who are hungry for stories
Expectations for
that
Wolverine.
outside the Eurocentric power front.
I
Black
don't have my
Sailors
hopes
is
up.
for everyone
I'm
who
expecting
wants
it to
see
be
history through a different lenses, a lens of resistance,
vis-
humanity, and
visibly
freedom. Thanks for listening.
for there to be a
and I
through
can't
line
wait
between
for
what
you
I
all
played
to sail the
and
Day of All Saints with us.
what they show today. Yeah, it'll be safe. Here we go, something anime inspired. Oh, it's a fighting game. I guess you get into mechs and fight. Kind of reminds me a little bit of that Monstroscopy game. Ooh, sorry. Like, visually, I get Monstroscopy. Well, that's one I'll be adding to the wishlist.
All right. Well, that was an incredible trailer for Netcode Warriors. I am joined by my co-host, Derek Fields, and right now we also happen to have the CEO and game director of Sun Studios, Segun Oshede. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Glad to be here. How's everybody doing?
Doing well. Doing well. No, we're happy to be checking out this game. So, I mean, right off the bat, these are totally new characters, right? Totally new IP. Can you kind
Correct,
of walk us through the entire development process?
Looks good. But so far, all they've shown
we've
is
been
two
working on
characters.
Netcode Warriors since 2020, so it's been a hot minute. Early the kind of early
Been around for a
stages,
little
lot
while.
of ideation kind of phase. Like, what does this IP mean? Like, what is it about? Like, kind of figuring out some of the story and lore aspects, and kind of honing in like how we were going to reference our inspirations and things like that. Once we were able to kind of communicate with Watanabe-san and Moriyama-san, so those are the guys from Japan who actually worked on the Digimon IP. Kenji is like one of the original kind of creators and designers of the Digimon IP. Once we were able to kind of talk with those guys and get more of a hone in on the art style, I think that kind of like we were off to the races at that point. We also had other very talented designers.
Oh my god, my Discord is
Ivan
popping
Fiorelli,
off.
famously, I think has done like some stuff for Fantastic Four comic. I think he was the penciler for Fantastic Four for a couple of years. Mitch Lucas has a pretty famous webtoon that's in development called Project Divider. So a lot of very talented artists kind of help shape the artistic vision of the game. My inspirations for art generally are always going to be based on my background. So I'm Nigerian. So for instance, the main character is Yoruba. I'm Yoruba, so the Yoruba tribe. That was important to me, but also bringing in some of the things from my childhood that really stood out to me artistically and stylistically. So
Right.
very Shibuya punk and grind fiction inspired.
Yeah,
have a lot
anything,
of, like,
anything
kinda streetwear
anime
and street
inspired,
culture
and I see
kind of aspects
Gundam
that kind
and
of take into
Ultron
some of the art
in
and
like the
especially the human
main character
characters,
they
but
showed off.
then the transformations into these like larger than life like warriors. We call them code warriors. It's very Sentai inspired, very Power Rangers inspired. So those are like bring in a lot of like aspects of things I grew up with, like Mega Man Battle Network and
I figured
other
as much based
franchises
on the
like
name.
that really shaped the vision of like
Netcode
Daifuku,
Warriors.
like that. But yeah.
Yeah, rock on. I mean, it's easy to see for me coming from like a similar background in terms of influences and the types of media that I was growing up with. Those
It's okay,
influences,
Nightbot.
they
We
breathe
appreciate
all
you.
throughout Netcode Warriors. There's something that you nudged on that I would love to hear more about. One of my favorite topics is talking about cultural intersection and how these different inspirations can come together to breathe new life. You're directly interfacing with Japanese developers and artists within this project, and so can you expand a little bit more about what it's like to work, truly as a globalized studio?
Yeah, so the whole studio is remote. I've always said, like, I don't really care where you come from. I just care that you got heart and talent, right? That's it. I don't even care too much like how much experience you have, because I think it's very easy to fall into that trap when you're hiring somebody of that whole thing like, oh well, I need experience to get a job. How can I get a job if I don't have experience, right? So for me, it's just if I see passionate people, talented people, I tend to reach
Hey,
out
give
to
me a
those
job.
and try to see if there's like a way we can collaborate in certain aspects and certain avenues. In regards to the globalization of everything, yeah, like people from all over the world, from Spain, from Indonesia, animation team, the riggers, animators from Brazil, and so like your team is kind of worldwide. Kind of by necessity, just because we want the best people that we can bring onto the project. In regards to working with the Japanese guys specifically, definitely language barrier was kind of hard to overcome. Like translating emails back and forth, trying to make sure that you're not saying anything that they can be perceived as like offensive and incorrect. Like you want to make sure you're culturally sensitive to whoever you're speaking to and kind of the background, especially some of these guys who are very well known in the industry for the kind of work they've done. So yeah, it was very important for us to always approach those conversations with respect and make sure that the people who we're talking with, that they're creatively and artistically being fulfilled by the work we're asking them to do. Yeah, I'd say that's kind of our general approach to how we do stuff.
Okay, you've been talking for a while. Show me some gameplay
it's
or
not
something.
easy, especially when you're running a team, and especially when you have a globalized team, like you do. Can you speak to a little bit of the challenges that kind of come up and kind of how you kind of triumphed over them?
Yeah, I'd be lying if I said I've got this part down 100%. I'm still growing, learning every day. Part of it is just trying to be as flexible as you can with time zones. Time zones can be a big thing, right? Sometimes I just don't get a lot of sleep, because I'm like talking with people in Spain who are 4 hours ahead, or Japan who are 12, 14 hours ahead, or whatever, right? So like sometimes it's me being up at 3 a.m.
Yeah,
but needing to be up at 8 a.m. to do something.
in the
right?
absolute
So
nicest
the
way.
reality is, like,
If they
sometimes,
spent this long talking about a single game at the
grind.
state
It's
of
really
play,
hard. It's difficult. It's mentally
Twitter
taxing.
would be on
I'm sure my
fire
girlfriend would love to see me
with
more.
people unhappy.
But at times, life demands that to achieve greatness, you must do great things, right? So yeah, that's I hold myself to a very high standard in regards to how I do work and how I operate and everything like that.
It should be alright to put
and
coffee in this.
I can't expect everybody to put in 100% if I'm not putting in 100%, right? 110%. Whatever I have to give, I give. Because these projects that we're working on as a studio, they're very
Did they have
important.
Sonic Fox
I'm very
on? Who's
passionate
that?
about them.
Oh, is that the
To
furry
me,
that was
Sun
in
Studios
Skullgirls for some
is
fucking reason?
Poised to be like one of the next premier like fighting game developers, at least.
You want
based out of the
Infamous
West,
4? I want Infamous
right?
4.
If we do
I want
things
Infamous
correctly,
1 and 2
if we
remade.
If we make sure that we're precise,
But
and,
just like ported with some high
very
res
calculated
textures.
with how we do things. And
That'd be
we put our
perfect.
heart into it. So that's kind of my approach to that.
As a fighting game, this means that we're entering into the fighting game community and entering into a nuance for things like iframes and move cancellations and like
Play
hitbox
Infamous First Light
coordination.
instead of
I
007
am
First Light.
arbitrarily
I
judging
could,
this as just
but
a
I wouldn't
fighting
want to
game
do anything that
cosplayer.
would
Dead or
upset
Alive
IO
is my game of
Interactive,
choice,
just
and
in
I'm no
case
longer
they
good at
finally
any of
decide to
them.
turn around and give me a
But
key.
they bring such a nuance. And so, what sort of nuance, emergent outcomes do you hope comes from Netcode Warriors, and in terms of how people play and engage with
I
this
could
game?
say I'm going to play
So
007
Netcode
First
Warriors,
Light and
like,
then just
obviously
pull
there's the
out
stylistic kind of
one
things
of
that we're
my many
referencing, but in regards
flashlights
to the gameplay
with
itself, I think
007
that's
painted
actually
on the
where it
side.
shines, or where its specialness comes from, because
What?
we're making an arena fighter, which, you know, there's a lot of them out there, you know, usually based on licensed IP, you know, like your famous anime,
Yeah,
or whatever.
Naruto.
But those games are usually designed for a more casual experience. They're not really designed to be competitively deep. It's more about getting to experience your favorite characters and play them in a way that's easy for you to do, and easy for you to switch from character to character and just do really cool stuff and kind of put it down and like I had a good time or whatever. And that's not really the design goal here. The design goal here is for you to put hundreds, thousands of hours into it. Like the game is like constantly revealing itself to you. And
Yeah,
in that
so
kind
you
of
want your
design
cake and you
space,
want to eat it.
Arena Fighters
For
haven't really
for
had a
fighting
competitive
games, I just
spotlight
want,
before.
oh, that
Like,
was
there's
fun, and
one
then
or
put
two
it
here or
down.
there, but they all
So
kind of
maybe this game
compromise
isn't
to
for me,
kind
which
of
is a shame because the
have that
character designs
conversation
look
with the fighting
great.
game community, I would say, and we're kind of looking at things in a sort of a different direction. Obviously, we're trying to incorporate.
We've
some
been there
things
for a
like
while. We'll
motion
have to put
inputs
his
that are
name
pretty
up
big for
again.
us, quarter circles and things like that that should just exist more usually in traditional fighting games that tend to not exist in arena fighters. We're putting those in, charge motions, and other things like that. But the idea of what an arena fighter is, or what it can be, is a real expression of freedom of movement in a three-dimensional space that 2D fighters just generally aren't really like, can't do in the same way, I'd say. And so even the 3D fighters that you're familiar with, like Dead or Alive or Tekken or Virtual Fighter, because jumping usually and crouching share an
Cooper.
input. Jumping, crouching, and stepping to the side share an input
Mouse.
that limits how quickly you can move in and out of the
Slime
foreground, and it's mostly about
mouse.
moving forward and backwards quickly with like intervals of that. That's why like there's like high level techniques about
A
stepping
port
into
of the
out
Sly 1 to
foreground.
3
People
trilogy
where it
would
kind of
be
approaches
perfectly
is
fine.
more like
I'd take
is a
that.
real freedom of movement, and the skill and depth is how the decisions you're making based on that movement. You can move wherever you want, but are you moving in the right place at the right time? You can move quickly, but are you quickly adjusting to what your opponent is doing?
He's
Things
just
like
speaking
that. So that's kind
nonsense
of
now.
the
They've stopped
design
talking about the game.
space that we're in regards to what Netcode Warriors is and what it can be.
Love that.
That's the
we spoke a
one.
little bit
Was it
earlier,
a Sobo
just about this
studio
being
or
a new IP
is it
that, you know, no one's seen before.
Big
Let's
Red
say
Button? It was
where,
one of the
you know,
people who
fast
worked
forward,
with
game's
Sonic
out,
Boom
it's doing
that
amazing,
worked
I'm
on
sure it
Slyfall.
will. Fandoms love to interact with their favorite characters.
So the line was, "Hi, I'm John."
Do the Sun Studios have any kind of aspirations to take those characters and develop them for other forms of media? And like, what does that success look like for you?
Yeah, you know, this is something I
Sanzaru.
thought about loosely. I haven't put too much thought into it, to be honest. But from what I've thought about, I do think like a companion manga makes a lot of sense. Like a one-shot manga, I think would be really, really succinct with the
Developer
art style and the
Slyfall.
inspirations and everything like that. Would make a ton of sense. I think animation, like a short film, could
Sanzaru.
also do wonders. I think also there's various opportunities because the designs are so wild and so like dynamic, and there's obviously licensing opportunities, like, you know, clothing, merchandise. Could be
Sonic Boom
cool.
Shattered Crystals, Sonic Boom Fire and Ice. So they did the
something
two
that kind of
side
leans
scroller
into
Sonic
that
Booms.
as
I knew that the
well.
people who worked on Sly
But
Cooper
yeah,
4
mostly, you know, like manga
worked on
animation, novelization. I mean, those
Sonic
are all,
Boom
like,
games, but it was specifically
valid
those.
avenues that
Oh,
people
and
could
did
pursue
Asgard's
when,
Wrath
you know,
1
that
and
we
2
thought
for
about to
VR.
some degree,
Okay,
but
cool.
haven't put too much
Oh, they
thought into, 'cause we're
pretty
just really
talented
focused
then.
on making a good game with a good story first.
Slyfall was one of their first though, so I can understand if they didn't hit it off the mark to begin
I
with.
didn't get this, like I have to go do homework elsewhere to understand like the game I just played, like or the story mode I just played, or to understand the characters that I was interacting with. If that makes sense. Like we want like a full story experience, right? Like in Netcode Warriors. So
Really quick before I let you get in, Derek, I want to know. All right, are you keeping the story under wraps, or can you speak a little bit to the story a little bit right here? Because you know I'm a story guy.
yeah, I can talk about the story a little bit, but essentially, these people, right, humans from all around the world. So that's another thing, is that the cast is culturally diverse intentionally, right? They're from literally every character is from somewhere else on Earth, right? You know, our main characters from Nigeria. We got somebody from the Scandinavian region, some Japanese, some Taiwanese. You know, so, you know, like American, like they're all from different walks of life, from different parts of the world. they all one day by happenstance get like sucked into this alternate world called the network, right? And the network is essentially this living, sort of breathing world. Like when sometimes in lore and fantasy, you talk about like Gaia, Earth as like a living, breathing thing. In this alternate dimension, that world is like alive, basically.
Oh God, this really does stink.
And it's overseen by an entity
to keep
called
myself
Sovereign.
entertained, I'm
And
sniffing something that smells bad.
The laws of physics are kind of inverted.
I'm gonna go
in this
pour some
alternate
coffee in
dimension
this.
to where energy is an infinite thing.
Wrong
physical
button.
Matter is like more limited than it is here.
This
the
button.
humans kind of quickly realized that like, oh, if we could funnel this energy to Earth, then we would have potentially unlimited energy, and shenanigans ensue. That's basically the gist, the kind of surface level gist of the story.
Love it.
Chino,
Well, it's a
Java,
good story,
yes.
and I'm glad that you expand on that a little bit. It relates in a lot of what I was thinking about. There was a nugget that you mentioned about the story, about a lot to do with the game's identity and the expectation of players committing an amount of time to it so that they don't feel like that they have to do homework outside of the game to drive a connection with it. Games now are emerging in a space where let me rephrase and say all media is emerging into a space where they are competing with each other. So whether you're a game or a cartoon or a movie, the attention space is like a continuously crowded economy.
Flask
And so,
smells absolutely
looking
rancid.
to keep your players in this environment in hopes
So
that
have
they
another
will
cup
dedicate that
floating
time
around
and
here.
expand upon the
Maybe
story.
pour some coffee out.
It sounds like a huge undertaking,
Yes,
one that
Aha.
it commands standing out with some of these other arena fighters that you were pointing to. What do you think about that? Emerging into a saturated space, emerging into a space where the goal of keeping players attuned to the game is going to be really important. Are there other elements that are going along with the story to keep people coming back for more?
Yeah, I think the big thing, like the competitive kind of drive. The game needs to be deep, right? From a competitive standpoint, to have a sustainable player base, or just a player base that sustains over time. I think another thing also is like at this point with most fighting games, like you need to show your player base that you're gonna put more time into it outside of just the initial release. So you're gonna expect like some kind of downloadable content, whether it's more characters and things like that down the line, which are all things, conversations we're having and plans we're making. I obviously can't speak to anything definitively like that at this time, but all conversations we're having about how to make sure that Netcode Warriors is it's not just a game. It's
We've moved on to another game now, yeah?
Extend past just the game.
We're not
itself,
still talking
right?
about like what was it, Netcode
whether,
Warriors?
We get to make like a Netcode Warriors 2 or 3 or whatever.
Oh, they're already talking about
had
Netcode Warriors 2.
conversations about some of the
Oh,
story elements that
good
was
on
put
them.
into Netcode Warriors 2.
And that's what they're
We
showing off now, yeah?
to make that. And we have some very interesting kind of fighting games are very hard to market. You need to show players that there's something, either you usually need IP or something unique or something they're familiar with, something to grab them or bring them in. So one thing is obviously like
So in order to sell a fighting game, just humor me here. In order to sell a fighting game, you need to show people something.
That I can't go into too much detail about, but I can basically explain is that we got some
pretty
prominent content creators in the fighting game
then.
community to agree to give to let us use their likenesses. Actually,
Come on then, fucking
as
show us
characters
something,
in the
mate.
game, as playable characters in the game. So that's something I'm super excited about.
Coffee, anybody? Just a little bit left.
Because I think it really creates this like fandom kind of relationship between the game and those content creators and their communities, right? That I think will really accent kind of the IP in an interesting way.
It's steaming up my glasses
To
there.
remind folks watching, you are both the CEO of Sun Studios and also the game director. So
Oh, yeah.
you're actually covering multiple.
Remind the
projects at a
people
time.
watching that we're watching a
Talk to us
showcase about
like,
games.
what
You
does
could do
your
that
typical day
by showing
look
some
like,
fucking games.
when
That'd
we're
be
talking
nice.
about literally being
Matthew,
part of
that's not
crafting
fair.
the
They are
business, which is the game,
busting
games in your case,
busting
but then
they
also
ass
having
to bring you
operate
Netcode
also on the
Warriors.
kind
You
of
could be a
business
little
side.
bit more.
Yeah. So we're currently
A little bit more
self-funded.
friendly.
So I do have a day job that I have that as well that allows us to
Coffee.
myself and my other co-owners we all have day jobs
Coffee.
that allows to fund the studio. So decent amount of my day off is going to that, and most of my Sun Studios related
That
work is
spills
outside of
coffee.
that work day, generally speaking. I mentioned earlier I don't get a lot of sleep. I wasn't.
What game is he talking about? The big,
It's just like generally
big
how things are right now.
busty women, furry, fetish fighting game, right?
And our,
Yes.
Our other fighting game, Project Saturday and Battle Manga, so I'm the game director on both of those projects at the same time, and so that does demand a lot of my attention because a lot of people, need information about what to do, when to do it, kind of, making sure we hit our deadlines, our marketing kind of goals, and everything like that. So those are kind of different kind of facets that play into.
You take the white pill.
How my schedule lines up, but I don't have a specific.
You produce a showcase where every single game moves across at a reasonable speed, and players don't get bored.
If you're creative, if you're a game director, we know that some of those regimented moments
You
kind
take
of feel like locking ourselves into a box.
Nah, fuck it.
Jesse, it's been a pleasure to learn more about Netcode Warriors and understand what you and
Oh,
some
fuck
studios
who
are doing,
wrote that.
for not only this but the other projects that have been alluded to during this conversation. With the limited time that we've had, I've already learned so much, but is there anything that we maybe didn't get a chance to cover?
With
that
the
you would like
limited
players
time
to
we've
know
had.
about, before we wrap up?
Yeah, I think.
Are you fucking
for us
with me
specifically,
right now?
Marketing has been a thing that we
With
would
the
like to do more
limited
of,
time
right?
we've
I
had.
think we're planning on setting up. By the time this goes out, we probably should have like a Discord server people can join to kind of have a community and talk with each other about the game and the characters that have been revealed and have more speculation about the story and different things like that.
Yeah, I'm sure these guys are
want to,
great.
kind of announce some of the voice actors that we kind of had conversations with. And
This is
cast for some of the roles and as well. So yeah,
This
game's
doesn't
kind of
help
ramping
them,
up
and this
the
doesn't help their
development's
game.
kinda ramping up in a very interesting way. I obviously cannot give a definitive release date for the game at this time, but the plan is to release it next year at some point. That I can say that now.
Yeah.
Next year, that's the plan.
Rock on.
Yeah.
The music
It's
keeps
been,
giving up.
Terrific just chatting with you.
It's
getting
called
to know a little
Crushing
bit more
Force.
about
Oh,
you,
cool.
about Sun Studios and about Netcode Warriors.
I appreciate this conversation a lot, guys. It was a lot of fun.
If you like what we're doing, then scan the QR code and consider supporting the XP Fund.
Trust me,
which
I
helps
do
provide
not like
grants
what
to
you're doing so
underrepresented
far,
indie
but
developers to help move
you
their
could start
projects
showing me
across
some
the next
games and that
stage of
might change.
development. Now, let's get back to some more trailers.
About time, right? Do a barrel roll! Good luck. We will def get a second interview. Welcome back, John. So what other games are you working on? So yesterday I was cleaning my fingernails and I noticed some dirt under there, so I decided to buy a manicure set. Oh, please tell us more.
Pay attention, adversary.
I can't let it end here. This time will be
Cute,
different.
be a good game. What? Ooh, live 2D. You love to see it. A mouse cursor in your trailer in this economy? Yeah, it looks a bit like Money Exchanger. Okay. I'm sold. This one's for me. It looks like Simpsons Hit and Run on acid. July 29th? Oh, not far off. Truck Coon is supporting me from another world.
It's time for a new hero.
This is the same people who are making Netcode Warriors, right? Because that was Sun Studios, right? Are they making two fighting games at once? Oh boy, guys! All the Muv-Luv games are on Steam sale at the moment. Muv-Luv Alternative, and Muv-Luv Photon Flowers.
Be a look into the life of S, which is my alter ego. So it's like a semi-autobiographical game. And S makes these virtual spaces for themselves that they call sanctuaries, out of a wish or a need for a world that is more safe, or for a world
okay,
that
this is sort of
better
Mizuguchi-ish
and sadness, or for a world where they can imagine versions of themselves that like somehow find a hard time.
This has like Mizuguchi vibes.
My name is Samuel Baido. I'm 33 years old. I'm based in Antwerp, Belgium. I work as a theater maker, performer, and mentor. And in the last 3-4 years, I've also been working as a game designer. I think it's a game that can be enjoyed by experienced players, but also by people that have no previous experience with video gaming. Next to walking being the main action, some of the things you will come across are like interactable words like read or sit or listen. Those are like some of the interactions you can do in the game. So it's rather simple. I think it's really about the experience, about getting to know the story of S, and spending time in these virtual sanctuaries. There are sanctuaries created for rest, sleep, and dreams, but there is also a sanctuary that kind of encapsulates a painful, even traumatic memory, I would say. There is a sanctuary that questions how we can grieve for people that we don't know but feel close to or feel connected to.
So hold on, this is a game about lucid dreaming,
inside of a
being
game.
attracted to someone from afar despite them having a restraining order on you, and
but I'll read out the little
grieving for dead people.
Information. Sit with them. I hope to turn this into a game one day. A game where you walk and encounter names on chairs. A list of names of people of color
I
in
would play
Belgium
this.
who were killed by the police.
I would play this.
I wonder what it would be like to sit with them around a campfire.
We've even got an
There is,
ACAB element. This
the
is
home
perfect.
world that connects all of the sanctuaries, and in the home world, different iterations of S live. I call them NPCs, non-playable characters, and you can chat with them, and a big part of the game is actually to kind of help them get unstuck
Vagina 10?
or to help them heal in some kind of way. I think the game is important to me for many different reasons. The creation of the game was really triggered by this traumatic event that's out of my youth that surfaced during the lockdown. A very
out of my
painful
youth
rupture that I had with my father because of my sexuality, and already very early on, because of
during my
playtesting
youth
the game or kind of having these
in
open door
lockdown
moments where people could come and test the game, I noticed that it really
Am I old?
With a lot of people.
Was
and
lockdown that
the
long
game
ago?
Opened for them maybe some ways of like reflecting or philosophizing on the topics that it offers. I would get messages that would be like, wow, you inspired me to start writing again, like I'm journaling again. Somehow sharing this very personal story made a lot of people feel really seen. I also think Plum Road Tea Dream is important to me because it's like this hugely collaborative work. There are often comments on this work of like, whoa, I never thought about making games by 3D scanning clay sculptures that you make in real life. Or we also made this theater piece out of Plum Road Tea Dream, and there people are like, okay, you're using a video game as a medium for a live performance. I've never seen this. So I also think we pushed some boundaries in some ways and kind of bridged the game sector and the arts a little bit more. And we're just hoping that a lot of people find their way to it, play it, and enjoy it, and that it triggers something for them, that they get something out of it.
I'll wishlist it.
Hello, and
But I'd like a code for that. I'll put in a request.
Hello.
And also here we have combat designer and also my former
I won't get
colleague, Stephen O. How are you?
I'm good. How are y'all?
Hanging in there. We're
There's a
not,
demo.
You know.
Sure. But it's good to see you again. You know?
Oh my
It's
word.
been a while.
Take a look at the
let's just jump
game's
right in and get started.
banner on Steam.
Can you talk to us a little bit about kind of your path to becoming a combat designer?
Yeah. So my path as coming to combat designer, it's like I had very humble beginnings. I started off in Albany, New York. That's where I grew up. And my brother is a lot older than me, and he would.
It's an
introduce
Albany
me to a bunch
expression.
of comic books and action movies like the Five Deadly Venoms, Kid with the Golden Arms, and one of my favorites, Bruce Leroy and the Last Dragon. And I just wanted to become these kind of characters. So I would start like taking gymnastics and doing kung fu and things like that, just to be the character. And when I translated that energy into like making games, I like realized that not just being a game designer, I could also be a person that creates these sort of action figures or adversaries or even the heroes to allow people to feel like that person I was trying to capture and become myself, So went to school for it. I went to school at Rochester Institute of Technology. I didn't know anything about programming really before that. I took like one class in high school, and RIT was just starting to have a games program. And I wanted to make sure that I can get into the program. I started talking to, I originally went there for IT, knowing that they're going to have this game.
1 hour and 20 minutes until state of play. Do you reckon they padded this out with 100 interviews to make it last until the state of play?
And then along the way, I met a lot of people that had been working in games and had an
if it gets to 9 p.m. and there's no sign of this ending,
a person who
I'm grabbing a snack.
Enemies, or a person who works on the hero and their interactions. So that was like my first foray into getting into realizing the role of a combat designer.
You said that you took like martial arts classes to that. So what was what was the process of taking that experience from that and then applying it to combat design?
Yeah, so I grew up in moving my body and understanding punches and kicks, right? Being able to throw them yourself. And then you sort of get into the space where you're trying to read your opponent. They're going to start doing punches and kicks. And as I gotten older, I was like, okay, well, I can't just go out fighting everybody. And somehow you learn this kind of dialogue with the person that you're sparring with.
Why not?
Or fighting with, that I really just couldn't get enough of, because it's like that movie quote from The Matrix: you don't know somebody until you fight them. Or you can really learn them as you fight them. You start to anticipate their movements. You make moves that you're trying to train them to do certain things, right? And that's great in real life, but you can't do that all the time. So I started playing fighting games, and back in the day,
fighting games taught me how to be a good fighter. You got to be careful going down that line, because then next they'll say Grand Theft Auto taught him how to be a good shooter.
I started doing amateur competitive Tekken matches all the way up until college. And in doing that, I learned frame data and different things too. So it's a little bit of learning how my body moved, understanding the mechanics of making a good punch, then being able to read that mechanic in the actual
GTA
game,
taught me how to make it rain for strippers.
And the frame data
There ain't no strip clubs around my neck of the woods.
That allowed me to take all that knowledge and translate it into these are how we're gonna make these characters readable.
Alas.
This is how we're gonna make this style feel good.
I have
Then
to
there's
make
this
do
meta
with,
style to it as well. Of like, okay, well,
with
this
stripping
is
my
for a person who
dolls
wants to be a
instead.
rushdown character or zoner. This is for the people that like grappling, and you just kind of have your expression. And then as
Imagine
you
a
play with
1-hour
friends,
interview.
you kinda
No,
know
no,
their
don't do that to
behavior, and
me.
you're like, okay,
Hey,
I'm gonna-
Matsu,
he knows that
Matsu.
I'm gonna do this, and I know that he's gonna do this, so that's how I counter it. You know?
Gaming.
A little bit of that.
It's not Cherno,
Talk a
but
little
it
bit
is a
about
Fumo.
It being kind of a dialogue and kind of learning how somebody
An
fights.
official
Like,
Fumo.
I'm interested to know, what is your approach? Like, let's just say it's a clean slate. This
Gaming.
character's never been done before.
Mm.
What is your approach to coming up with this initial combat design for characters?
Yeah, you really want to come up with like, what's the core fantasy of this character?
Super
What is
cool.
his background? What is their background?
The real deal.
Why are
Not
they
a
trying to
bootleg.
express themselves through violence, right? Like, how are they going to
I
communicate?
donated my
So somebody
bootleg
who might
Fumo
grow
to
up
a
in
local
an adversarial
charity.
environment. They might feel more aggressive, or like you have to beat people to the punch. Like the world is so chaotic.
GTA 4
around
taught
you
me how
that
to
I
be a
have to
Serbian
more
with
aggressive to
PTSD.
get stability. So the first thing I just try to do is like,
Roman,
what is the
I am not
character's
going to go
fantasy,
bowling
and
with
build
you
a kind
right
of
now.
backstory that
I
fits
am
with them.
turning the
And then I
town
look
into
at
fire.
gameplay moments
You
that are
never
gonna
want to
support
come
that.
bowling,
Like I just
Nico.
mentioned,
You never
if your
want to
person
go
has to be
bowling. You're always
hyper-aggressive,
burning the
okay, maybe
town,
their stance is always
Nico.
gonna be slightly forward,
You are
and they're gonna be
terrible
more aggressive
cousin.
pose, and they're gonna have more
Oh, I am
dominating
terrible
moves
cousin.
that,
You
like,
tell me I
either
come here meet
armored
Tiffany.
or,
She have
armored
big
meaning, like, they
tits.
absorb a hit
You
while they're
fucking
giving a
lied
hit,
to me, Roman.
or if I'm gonna make somebody
Oh,
who
Nico.
looking a little bit more naive or more playful, maybe they're gonna be more standoffish back, or like they kind of think that even in the heat of battle,
Is this
it's
interview
like a
still
game,
going?
or like it's
I'm
silly
grabbing a
stuff, like
snack.
they're
If
gonna be more,
DokeV is announced, let me know.
fluid in sort of their movement and playful in their actions.
Why the fuck would
So you can have,
DokeV
like,
be in
different
this
fantasies that
fucking
have
piece of shit
many
show?
different play styles that can even go with it. So.
Yeah, and another thing too is that you spoke about dialogue. How does combat design relate to other elements of the game, such as narrative?
I often think that like in a fight, you're going to have this natural back and forth of like taking turns. Basically, you're saying things and they're responding to it, right? So there's already this like action and response that comes from just the moveset alone. But you can tell a dialogue through, or a story really, through the environment. How did it change over time? And you don't always have to show damage on a actual character. You can show how things are breaking in the environment. You can show how this person's getting a little bit more desperate during the fight. How there is a reversal or double down. Basically, like you think they're winning, and then they do something, and now you're losing. You know, you're on the back foot. So that's just the choreography of the fight, how it can turn into dialogue. But there's also like maybe they learned a new ability, maybe something that's unlocked from them, from a core memory. How does that fit into the story? How does this new unlockable mechanic fit thematically to where the character's goals are? And how does their opponent stand in the way of that goal? It's not always good.
Guys,
versus
I gave
evil.
you,
It
like,
might be my goals versus your
couple of
goals.
minutes.
You want to, make the world feel all the pain that you felt, or you want to stop the world from feeling pain ever again.
Oh no,
That
these are
just
sugar
puts up that
free.
conflict,
Absolutely.
Oh, these are gonna give me the shits.
Are there any types of styles?
Excessive
that you really
consumption
get
may
to
produce
see
laxative
in a
effects.
game? And how would you kind of approach that? First of all, what are they? And then also, like, how would you kind of approach that and want to like bring that into the game?
Oh, well, I feel like I've seen a lot of different martial arts, a lot of different styles in games, and I kind of specialize more so in melee combat. There's a lot of different ways to approach combat with like
You do see Concord
magical
2.0
abilities, gunplay,
at State of Play.
things. So I don't know if I can.
We're
really
gonna see,
speak
like,
to
3
a style
Concords.
I haven't seen at all, because like even like Capoeira, we're starting to see a bigger resurgence.
Sony
of that, but
hasn't
we
given
haven't
up
seen
on
a whole lot of like African martial arts.
Games as a
I
service.
don't think there's like as popular or is as documented in the world of like these different styles of African martial arts. And if I could speak to how to do it, I don't think I would give that away right away. I think that would be something. I think that would be like, hey, I'm gonna do this game that has some African styles. But one might go with this approach where we're thought of life had started in Africa. What if the original African martial art is what it brings in all these other different styles? Like basically the style that whether it be Muay Thai, Taekwondo, or Taido, or something like that, evolved from that style, that original martial arts style, and that expressive style.
Do you have the
You know,
SOP
how
window
can you
open?
make this a like interesting
The state
origin
of play
style that,
window?
like,
No,
encompasses
I
different
do not.
things? So it's like, oh, you thought you knew this, but like I invented it, and I actually didn't share with you all the pieces. You just have like a fragment of everything I know.
Yeah.
Should I?
Just like you didn't share all the ideas that you have right now with us. I get it. All right.
That's a freebie. Like you can try to do that. Go ahead and try. The other idea.
Yeah.
Talk after the call. You know.
I got you.
So I kind of wanted to go back to when you were talking about your like taking martial arts and whatnot. What was your favorite like martial arts, I guess, inspired piece of media? Like,
Live in
as
69 minutes.
like a film or a video game that like really inspired, you know, you as a combat designer.
Oh yeah, there's several. I mean, even to this day, like I love John Wick movies. I love all these other new action films that are coming out. The earliest ones for me would have to be like Kid with the Golden Arms or Five Deadly Venoms. Five Deadly Venoms is sort of like your Avengers before they were Avengers, right? Like we have these 5 different styles that had these like tropes and things with them, but you start to get the super abilities, the Centipede really fast, the Snake agile, the Toad invulnerable, right? And how do they play together? So that was influential about like how do you come up with different techniques that speak to the theme of the character that you're making, and then how can they be opposed to each other even if they've like learned from the same school. But the other one that was super influential to me, and I feel like it spawned like Dragon Ball Z in a way, is got to be The Last Dragon, right? Like it's a cult classic. Maybe it's not the absolute best movie on the planet, right? But there's so many things about the character progression. Like you're already a master, but it's inside, or you know, you need to break through these own limitations that you have. And the glow is totally going Super Saiyan, and that's like a designer signature that I put in a lot of characters that I worked on.
I should have had a bingo card for this.
Like a lot of the things that I worked on,
Dragon Ball Z reference.
Glow or go Super Saiyan, right? So those are a couple. I mean, there's so many more. The Raid for me, On Bak. I train Muay Thai to this day because of On Bak and things like that. So
What are they even talking about?
Oh, the raid is intense.
Not fucking video games,
Yeah.
that's for sure.
So good. Speaking of just the titles you worked on, you've worked extensively in a lot of different games. Would you mind telling an audience a little bit more about some of those games that you've had the luxury of working on?
Yeah, absolutely. So I started making games I've been making games for over 10 years now, a bunch of little indie games, Mech Knight Chronicles, to working on Project Spark, to Fat Princess Adventures. But I think my big break was actually working on God of War 2018. I joined the team at a part of the projects where I had a lot of influence over the encounters, and they really liked what I did, so they brought me back to be working on the grunts, or like more basic units. So first I worked on how, with this new camera, how we're going to have these fights be readable and digestible and feel good. And then I worked on how do we make these creatures fit into this world a little better, and mini bosses and bosses. So I worked on Ragnarok and then the DLC Valhalla, where I combined both my encounters knowledge and my character.
I think there's a repack of
feature-making
Project
knowledge.
Spark nowadays
And
that
then
puts all
I
the
wanted to
DLC
take all
together.
the things that I learned by hanging out with Kratos and some of the fantastic people at Sony Santa Monica to work on Black Panther, and that's where we got to hang out a little bit. And I learned so much on that team, but sadly, you know, we can't really talk about it or show it or do anything about that. So now I'm just helping other studios with their projects, some big projects that are unannounced, so I won't be able to talk about them too much, but it's similar to the things that I've learned along the way so far.
Do you have any favorite combat moments among the games you've contributed to?
Oh yeah, there's so many. Let me try to pick one. This is a huge moment for me on God of War 2018. I'm responsible for a lot of deaths in the basically Draugr pit. So that's where the bridge breaks and Atreus falls down, and then Kratos jumps in to jump down. And
Yeah, the shuttered Xbox game creator
fight, and that massacre a lot of people. So
for the Xbox One
test data, we see a heavy drop off of like people struggling with that part. But once you get past that, you're prepared for the rest of the game. Like once you're able to overcome that challenge, you have all the tools that you need to beat the game. So even though it is a frustrating moment for a lot of people, I think it did help a lot of people get into to play the actual game instead of relying on like
I've not
first tier
played it.
tactics,
Was that in the
like,
arcades or
early
was that a
early
console thing?
tactics. The other moment on 2018 that I really enjoy is actually right in front of the Stonemason fight. There's 3 different superpower joggers that come out, and you think that this is kind of the fight.
Okay.
These 3 units on their own can make an interesting encounter. But actually, we bring back an old trope from the previous God of War games where we spawn a large creature. It used to be a Cyclops. For us, it was a ogre. And then we spawn another ogre. So right when you think like you fought this one challenging fight to like now there's an ogre and then there's like 2 ogres. How am I ever gonna do this? But it's set up in such a way that the pacing of the encounter empowers you to get over it. So you're at first you feel the threat of it, but as you overcome that fight, you're like, oh yeah, I am awesome. I am the God of War. I totally like can handle all these things. So those 2 moments, like frustrating moment,
6
that
games
turns into,
shown in
like,
an hour.
Now you have the skills to beat the game, and then I was scared,
It probably was
but
more,
it was actually totally doable.
but
How do you balance that? Because
I
as
believe
know,
you.
We've worked on projects together, and sometimes fine tuning and balancing encounters and combat can prove to be a challenge in and of itself. So, kind of, what's your approach to just making sure things just feel good?
Yeah. So my approach to like making things feel good is first just like I always tune or start fighting an encounter with the most basic things. Like I always just use basic attacks, and if I'm making a creature or a boss or an encounter, I always should be able to defeat it with just pressing the simple attack button, blocking and dodging, and take 0 damage. That lets me know that the animations are readable, the pacing is correct. Maybe there's if I do get hit, then like okay, I need to like time out, or I need to put a piece of health or something that you can like recharge yourself into the fight. And then the other parts is just like thinking about the fairness and the fatigue that you might have after seeing X amount of units, X amount of heavy fights, X amount of times where you needed to parry or in one particular encounter, and how much time that encounter is going to be. So if you're fighting a boss, maybe that's 4 minutes. And like,
I don't have
need
any
to
energy
balance-
drinks.
I have to play this with my very.
Not sure
basic
why, but a
defending,
quest to
punching,
keep us tripped the
and
second
not
had
get
you
hit for
fighting
4
over an
minutes straight,
arcade
that
board
can be
of it.
taxing for somebody. So
Huh.
how do I?
That's
make
cool.
The
The quest I
interesting
remember
enough
in
the 4 minutes that somebody's not overstimulated
Live and Undressed
or
is the one where you
fatigued
have to
by
fight
doing all the actions that they have to do. So it's super high level. I'd love
basically
to go into more detail about it,
AKB48.
but, like, that's kind of where I
You have to
started.
fight 48
Oh, I appreciate that.
girls back to back. That mission was great.
I think
You got to strip
something that I'm
48
really curious
girls
about too,
to,
like,
to their underwear back to back.
if-
That's
when
great.
you're doing the balancing, like what is your, I guess, the priority you think about in terms of combat? Because I always think about like when I'm playing a game, do you think more about like the offensive, I guess, or like more of like the defensive or like magical parts, or like I don't know if that makes sense, but like what do you try and prioritize, I guess, when you are starting, like when you're planning that out for combat?
So,
Yeah.
it's you know, we were saying dialogue before, but it's really about the dance. Like even if you go back to those movies that I was talking about, they're not really fighting. They're kind of like doing this sequence of dance moves, you know. So they're your dance partner. So how do you make this person interesting? It's not just about defense. If the player's just defending, then that doesn't feel really good. I'm just kind of waiting for my turn, and then I parry, and then I just beat them up or something, right? So what other action verbs can we get? I need to dodge out of the way. Sometimes I need to parry. Is this my opportunity to take my turn back? Can I do this risky
This
thing
is painful.
sometimes? If I do the risky thing sometimes and I win, great. But sometimes I do the risky thing and I get punished. And I was like, I shouldn't have been able to do that. And that needs to be clear. So my priorities start off with, how do we make this dance interesting? Both the player and the combatant have verbs where they can go back and forth with each other. How do I make it readable is the second part. Now that we have those verbs, you need to defend at this time. I need to signal to you that this is the move that you need to get out of the way of. And then this is the move that you need to block. where this is the move that you need to interrupt.
Existence
right?
is pain.
But then the third part is like, well, how much damage
Yeah.
or like how many tries do you get at those attempts? If the player is getting hit once and the game is over, that can be really stressful. But maybe some attacks are.
I never
are
thought I'd say
more
this, but
punishing
the
than others, so
but the
now
best
that's
thing
that
I saw
signature
today
kind
was
of-
Queer Mist.
And sometimes we call it like the signature kill move, where it's like, I need to watch out for that because it's just going to level me, you know. So, and then you just want to make that
Actually,
part of
Truck-kun
that
is pretty cool
That's the
too.
one
But
interesting thing that I had to remember. And maybe I have a
yeah,
signature
when
move too
when
that
when
I
the
wanna
highlight
learn.
of your
I need to
showcase
be
is
able to
Queer
cleave him,
Mist,
but
you know
which
you
way is he
fucked
gonna
up.
dodge? Is he going left or right? And I feel really good when I pick the right correction, the right side.
Steven, it is always a pleasure to kind of hear you dive into the nitty gritty of combat design. I've heard it several times, and every single time I feel like I leave learning something.
1 hour
new.
left.
So thank you so much for joining us.
Could you
Where can
imagine if
people
it's
find
1
you
hour of the show
on
left?
the internet?
Yeah, you can find me on my LinkedIn, Stephen Oil with GBA, and yeah, I'm happy to help you craft battles that everybody can win. And it's always great meeting you guys. Thanks for having me.
I'm back again to remind you of the XP Fund, because your contributions can help get the next great indie game off the ground. Consider supporting by scanning the QR code.
No.
Granny used to tell me all manner of stories about rolling calf and how I'm used to start the countryside. About River Mama and the golden table she had take time guard out by Flatbridge.
It should be ready for state of
About the
play.
3-foot horse
Oh,
and
it's
the
just a
afraid of
bingo
monkey.
card.
About
Exciting.
Old Hig, who are gallivant all night without skin. About Crocodile Man and how you know for answer me if him knock 3 times. She even tell me about the La Diablesse, where there are
Hot.
one hoof and wide brim.
I better see porn of her by the end of today.
How about how Sly Mongoose teeth out one of the man righteous chicken then? Hey,
You're
those are
vibe
good
coding
times,
a
you know?
bingo card.
Good times.
Duppy Detective Tash. I'm sold. What the fuck is this?
Zero so red star so aggressive. A menacing, bending, penance, fencing, infinite patience.
Spellcasted television featuring Arm & Hammer. $73 Shazams.
As long as the spell drops, money to the mere value has been driven with elections. Authority to the ruler before the known.
Beatdown City Survivors. Right, Duppy Beatdown City Survivors.
My name's Xavier B. Johnson, and this is Diesel Nights.
Oh, this looks good. What is it, like a bootleg Gundam Assault?
Hi, I'm Indigo Doyle, Creative Director at Pushing Vertices, located in Toronto, Canada, where we're making Roller Girl, a slice of life adventure about Naomi, a 16-year-old girl in the 2000s, vibing with her rollerblades and her MP3 player. This game is a love letter to my childhood, rollerblading through the quiet streets of my hometown with my own personal soundtrack.
Make sure when you search Roller Girl, you don't accidentally search
I love
Roller Girls from
and music.
Beyond.
And that's why we spent a long time perfecting the movement in the game to make it feel smooth and purposeful. And when it comes to music, I always have a soundtrack for how I'm feeling. In Roller Girl, the music is linked to the mood of the game. Changing the playlist changes your perception of the world, from happy to sad. The mood influences other characters' responses to you and your dialogue options. Key story moments also impact the mood. We are curating a soundtrack inspired by 2000s pop punk by connecting with local indie bands. So far, we're featuring artists Narima and King Fabs. There's something about the way it feels to effortlessly glide down a smooth street. Your favorite music playing in your earbuds, and for a moment, it's like time stops, and you're just in a flow state.
So mixtape,
That's
if
what
it was
Roller Girl
good?
represents. Your wheels on, your music up, and the freedom to move. The freedom to explore and learn about yourself as you go. You start the game having just gotten your first car, which breaks down immediately. Desperate for cash to fix it, you lace up your rollerblades and grab your MP3 player. You do odd jobs around town, stumble into a romance, and uncover a juicy town mystery. I don't know about you, but I used to spend a lot of time in my head. Back in the day, I would rollerblade around my hometown, inventing backstories for my
Why
neighbors.
does the character look exactly like
There's a
the
certain
dev
charm
behind
to
this?
small towns,
Very
and I
good
can't
question,
wait for you to
Jacob.
poke around and find the little stories I've hidden behind fences and around corners. Thanks for taking this tour with me, and thank you to the Black Voices in Gaming Showcase. I can't wait to see you find your vibe in Roller Girl.
It's on the wish list now. I was distracted by the bootleg Snoopy called Soupy.
We are back with Black Voice in Game. You see how that we just like push right into it. I am here with Lizette and Marcus Montgomery, Cornerstone Studios, and they are working on your first game as a studio, which is Carrier Cuties. It has like a really interesting premise to it for sure. But I want to know how you guys started Cornerstone Studios, because it's like you guys are like super vets. Even I'm like, just the stuff that you guys have done, it puts me in awe.
The host from
Can you
yesterday.
guys talk about how you started
Was
the
that
studio
yesterday?
and a little
Yeah.
bit about your background.
Yeah, it's that guy.
Yeah,
It's
we're
Jason.
not new to this. We've been doing this for almost 3 decades. Some of us have been doing it for 3 decades. So we've worked in console, AAA, small studios, and we were kind of at a point in our careers where we were trying to figure out what was next. We've worked with the biggest titles and the biggest IPs in the world, so we thought the next step for us was making our own IP and starting our own studio.
That's super awesome. And kind of what led you to, you guys know I'm a big fighting game fan. It's like my favorite genre. I play every fighting game. How did you kind of come up with this style of game and kind of want to make a fighting game for your first title?
A lot of this comes back inherently. I'm come from that arcade area. That arcade era where fighting games was really prevalent. I like that twitch, fast responsive sort of gameplay. It's a lot of the games I've worked on prior have had that. And so this is
What
kind of
games?
falls into that pocket.
Tell us.
To really get into what inspired this, I think, Lisette, maybe we should talk about our grandson a bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've got a grandson, he's 6. And we, one of the things we
Are we
love
going to
is
talk
we
about the
like to break
grandson
out
for
old
half an hour?
consoles
Is
and
that how this is going to go?
fun with him and relive the nostalgia of us playing as a child with our grandson. And one day we broke out the Dreamcast and put in Power Still, and we were just having a blast. Particularly my grandson Morris, was having an amazing time.
From yesterday.
And we were like, what happened to this game, and why hasn't it come back? And everyone we talk to has like such affinity for it. They're like, oh, I remember that game. And they get this like the total like twinkly eye look to it. And I'm like, so what happened? And I was like, well, maybe if we bring this back with like a fresh IP and make it like, update the mechanics and, bring it into an area where co-play and like team-based.
Don't update it too much. We still need a hot lady with her breasts hanging out.
That's kind of got the ball rolling. It was just a fun playtime with our grandson.
That's amazing. And you were mentioning this earlier, you have a collection of like a vast collection of games.
been collecting games for a very, very long time. You know, between the different eras, we even go back to the Atari, but you know, the Dreamcast, PlayStation 1, Saturn games.
Saturn. That's awesome.
You know, my first job in the industry was at Sega.
I bet you don't have Swagman for the PlayStation 1, huh? I bet you don't have Zai the Gunman, or whatever the fuck it's called.
But we've been collecting and carrying a bunch of different digital and physical.
I bet you don't have Isna Good.
So our collection is pretty big.
So,
it also doesn't help that you have like an encyclopedic knowledge of game design. So that also
really
helps.
I may need to hit you up about that. Not for my own, you know what I mean, resources and whatnot. No, that's really cool. So if you're looking at your library of games and your grandson, you know, was a little bit frustrated at some of the games that he's playing, what made you like decide to pick this one? Like from, you know what I mean? You're just like, do you remember this particular Power Stone? And you're just like,
with kids, you expose them to a lot of different things. You never know what's going to stick, and you know, so we're always, since he comes over and plays with us, there's certain things he likes and certain things he wants to play just because he's familiar with them. But we also want to expose him to new things, and you know, the Dreamcast is one of those things, and Power Stone is one of the many things that we tried. But that was one of the first things that he really attached, and he would ask about it. And it was a lot of it also is because I have the old arcade stick as well. So
you had the arcade stick?
Yeah, and he saw the stick and he was like, "What's that?" And I was like, "Come, son, let me show you
that must
what this is about." Yeah,
fantastic
to
expose.
Exactly,
Yeah,
and
that's great.
And we really love the fact that we found something we could connect with him, and we find that to be a very unique experience, and we want to make sure that how can we replicate that not just for us but for other people as well. There's a lot of nostalgia around these sort of games, and you know, people of our age may want to be able to share it with the kids that they have, and we think that we have a unique way to kind of bridge that intergenerational play.
That's cool. So rolling into this, Lizette, like how did you come up with this particular
Oh my god.
game? And then can you talk
These
about the premise of it?
interviews go on too long.
You know, I think all good games that kind of hit the zeitgeist often reflect like the conversation we're currently having, and the conversation we're all currently having is AI. So
like a 90s rap song.
So I was like, you know, let's you know, and there's assumptions that we all come to, which is like, you know, we're all going to eventually be killed by robots. So let's just play out to the worst scenario what that may look like and make it absurd and stupid. So I started thinking about what a post-AI world would look like, and I'm like, well, our pets are still here, so of course they'd be the ones who take over the world. What would that look like, and what would they do with their free time? And then you start doing these really silly, like, world and logic exercises, and then you end up with some really wild story, and that's kind of how we ended up here. Carrier Cuties takes place in the future, where AI does what AI is going to do, and eventually humans are extinct. And our pets essentially become sentient and take over the world we've left behind. And they build battle bots in the shape of their former owners to battle out their primitive instincts. And that's sort of the premise behind this.
So they died. So their owners straight up are gone. And then they're just like remembering their humans.
Yes.
Did the pets didn't kill them? AI killed them.
Yeah, AI killed them.
Because I'm like, this is so sad.
AI killed them.
Like AI killed them. You know,
yeah.
AI's gonna do what they're gonna do.
Yeah. So let's jump into it. We're gonna play, and then I think it would be really interesting to just kind of go over the character design, the pet design, and then kind of your approach to art, you know, and that kind of thing. So I'm gonna try to play and talk at the same time.
I will give you some tips as we're playing.
Okay.
You know, just press X and Y a lot, and you'll be fine.
Okay, so what's the character?
So
this particular character.
This is essentially our boxer and our boxer. So essentially, the boxer pet is piling his Humek, as we call it.
Humek.
Okay. And
Okay.
essentially, they appear as
Cute.
humans at first, and as you sort of unlock super modes, their robot abilities reveal themselves to you.
That's cool. So you guys have pets, dogs?
Yes, we do.
Because the Scoop, That's notorious. That's when you're like,
Oh, yeah,
when
it's,
you're like, what the hell? Are you
it's
doing?
Power
For a
Stone.
bath.
Yeah, it's you
Cool.
gotta handle that. You gotta handle that in pleasant ways. But you know, we really want to pull in the humor as much as
No,
we can
finally,
of
a
the
game.
we have, you know, and you know, while this is still early, we want to be able to represent the humor and the character and the humanity of it all. So very much like the classic Power Stone game, you've got dive kicks. You can pick up and push different objects in the world. You can pick up tables, throw them at your opponent. Ooh. There's hazards in the world as well.
Throw your opponent into the stove. If you hit them against that wall, you'll also see the barrels knocked out on them. So you can also use the world to your advantage.
So I have like homing gloves.
Yeah, the rocket fists.
So how did I get this this power up right here?
So there's power cells, like you just, as you finished, much like the classic game, there's power cells that will spawn across the map. If you're able to pick up three,
Nightbot.
you're able to then transform
Nightbot's working.
into what would be
Unexpected
eventually
identifier connecting. I remember when I said
that's
that.
not represented in this prototype build, but that is something that we will have in the future.
Wait, what does that mean? What do you mean?
So currently, when you get your 3 Power Stones, you stay in your boxer form, but we are debuting a new character with the new build where you're actually going to switch into your pet mech form.
Really?
So you're going to have more pet-like abilities once you get your super move.
Oh, I got deaded.
You can see the pet mech in our current trailer.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. Okay, that's awesome. Which we will debut, or we already have debuted. I mean, you guys debuted it, so
You'll be able to see it.
Yeah.
People who were on site at the mix were able to see the actual maquette that I built for it.
Oh, that was cool. So talk a little bit about like the kind of practical creation of the characters.
Yeah, so one of the things when we were talking about what we wanted to do in the studio, I also wanted to change my process of how I created characters and assets, and try to take advantage of, you know, all the new technology we have with photogrammetry. So, and my natural ability to sculpt with physical material and clay. So I'm building all the characters in physical clay, scanning them in using photogrammetry, retopologizing them, and then animating them for combat. And you can also see like, you know, the visual effects. So we're taking advantage of, you know, the style and uniqueness that we get from physical materials, and then also, you know, taking advantage of all of the wonderful things that Unreal 5 affords us to kind of push the dynamics and the style and the interactivity of the characters in the world. So it's been, you know, it's a nice mix for me where I get to get physical and use my hands, and then I can get digital and take advantage of, you know, the advantages that
It looks
come
all
with
right.
that.
Make sure this is
So
on the right
how
screen.
does this
It wasn't.
differ from when you were, you were at Double Fine? I mean, you've been, like you said, close to 3 decades. How does this differ? I mean, because you wanted to get it more hands-on, but when you were at previous studios, how did you develop art there? Because you were directed and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, I started as a character modeler for 12 years. I worked my way up until I became like a lead and an art director. So most of my process has always been digital. You know, maybe at the beginning when we're kind of dealing with sketching and doing brainstorms and loose sketches of a character, you get paper and you could get hands-on with some oil and paint. But once it gets into the 3D phase, often you're in a digital space. And so for me, I really wanted to take advantage of designing things physically first so that the toys feel great in your hands. Often I've worked on games where, you know, we create characters and we don't really see them in 3D physical form until we've made a toy, and by then the design is kind of sealed. So I wanted to nail that down early and making sure it's something like a kid wants to pick up and play with.
So you're thinking of like just in general the 360 aspect of how the game will feel, not only as a game, but also if kids want to play it, and then probably animation and like just different mediums. Is that? I guess I'm making assumptions right now.
Yeah, I'm thinking more like the toy element.
Okay,
right? So I've worked on games where we, design
Okay,
the
this has gone on
characters
too long
mostly
now.
digitally, and then when we get to the merch element, the designs fall flat. And there's just a huge amount of opportunity and affinity that people have for their characters, and we want to make sure that the toys and the merch will also reflect that.
That's awesome. Tell me a little bit about the Waffle House, because that's a very iconic cultural situation. You know what I'm saying? What other, you know what I mean? Like, what other kind of cultural references as far as environments are you guys gonna have? Because no one's really doing that.
Well, we know, and if you think about this world that we've built, we've very much thought about how would these pets think, and if they're emulating their former masters, they would fight in the same areas that their former masters fight. So, Waffle House, Black Friday.
Black Friday at the Wolf Mart or something like that. Exactly. You know,
County Fair.
I'm back. What is this game? Welcome, Jacob. This game is Cutie.
This is going
Cutie
super, like,
robot
Coachella.
Something.
You know, like all these different things, right?
It's just been going on too long. Is this
the
problem?
porta potties, you know, all
Looks
these.
alright.
Where do people fight? You know, at Little League games. Yeah,
Little League games.
So, but the thing is, this is kind of an extraction.
Paul Warner.
Exactly, it's an extraction of where would people fight.
Well, essentially, if AI engulfed all of World Star, where would it tell you to fight?
That is fantastic. Yes. Like that is so.
Is this
amazing.
Power Stone? Yes, it's
I
Power
want to
Stone.
see I know you don't have it in here, but the bystanders.
It looks good.
For people that don't have the
yeah.
dope
Yeah,
mechs, like.
We are actually. One of the things my grandson keeps asking for is he wants us to throw people through the window and then they have the people on the other side of the window throw them back in. So,
That is so
and I'm
good.
Like, well, that's Ultimate Waffle House, so that's
Ultimate
definitely
Waffle.
going.
I'm getting destroyed.
Yeah. So we're looking into like a lot of this is there's so much to be explored, right? And there's so many callbacks and references that we want to like pull into the game itself, and we can build into this. That's
Yeah,
really
it's
exciting.
good that we're getting closer to 10.
What other animals are going to be?
But this is time we could have spent playing the Spyro
Yeah, we've
prototype.
actually done some really great explorations on our character lineup, kind of exploring different fighter styles with just like an amazing concept artist named Connie Kang. She, one of her books is called Metamorphia, and she kind of focuses on like this really great translation of animals into human, and so we wanted to kind of play on like what would a house pet look like, and the likeness between a pet and their owner, and so we're kind of playing around with birds.
Oh, nice.
You know, anything you consider house pet, turtles, cats.
Carrier
of course,
cuties,
gotta have a cat
pets
and a
in
dog,
mechs.
Rats. We're even looking into like
Rats.
how we get like a rat or a gerbil, maybe.
Gerbils, yeah, you know.
Yeah, your typical house pet.
That's super cool. So what do you like? How far are you into? I know you guys are pretty early on. How far are you into development, and kind of where are you gonna go from here?
This is probably 5%, if that, right? We are at the beginning of our journey.
Yeah.
And one of the things that's been really great about
We're
this
at the
is that
beginning of our journey, but we've somehow managed to talk about this for
is just
20
even
fucking
the
minutes.
start of our visual.
Make it make
And there's
sense.
still a lot of look development to go on. There's still a lot of mechanics to integrate. There's a lot of different things that I want to try and get into the game. I want to try and push this so that the game is very approachable for intergenerational play, so you can play with your kids. But I very much think of this as like play with your kids, put your kids to bed, play with your friends, right? And when you're playing with your friends, you want a little bit more depth. And I want to put a lot more emergent or discoverable mechanics that can be in here to kind of push the play space of it. You know, you have games like Power Stone where whenever you get knocked down, you only lose one power cell. I'm thinking, what if we added a little bit more skill into it, where if you throw an object and it's kind of not targeted or automatically thrown at the person, but you're leading the person and you hit them at a particular distance, it might drop 2 power cells.
We're gonna see Tomb Raider tonight.
Right, trying to find ways to add a little bit more nuanced play so that you can discover new tactics.
I've got a bingo board as a backup here.
I remember,
But
I'm a big fan.
if
of Power
Matzo's
Stone.
one
Power
is
Stone
ready
2.
for the
Power
state of
Stone
play,
2
we'll use
felt
Matzo's.
less of a fighter because the worlds were everything was moving.
What I've got here also
that kind of thing. But it'd be interesting to see what you guys do with the environments, even extending and that kind of thing.
Some of these squares are tedious, and some of these
One the best
squares
things
are not going to
about Hearthstone
happen.
1 or that sort of thing is we want to make sure that the game is
Or
focused
pushing it to
on,
GitHub. Whoa.
defeating the other team and working together with your partner to make that happen, right? The character, the arena itself is a character, and we want to make sure that the arena is kind of shines as well. Being able to kind of expand the play space, think of like being able to knock people through walls, as we talked about earlier, through the window, and then be able to fight in a parking lot, right? So there's a lot of places to take this game and to explore different mechanics and different events.
Yeah, we really want to make sure the environment feels dynamic and that you can throw a character in front of a moving subway train, for example, at a time a hazard. So we're kind of really looking at making the arena a character.
Yeah,
also,
one stage, two characters, 5% complete. Well, why the fuck is it here?
Yeah.
In the
And the
absolute
pets aren't
nicest
good yet.
sense,
Of course, that's why they're in the box.
Okay.
this showcase
Because I was about to say, you know what I mean? Throwing it in front of a subway. You can't-
exists
You can't
to
do that. You can patch the pet mess.
amplify
okay.
the really good things
So where can we find out
that
more about
Black
Carrier
game developers are
Cuties,
working on.
Cornerstone?
You can find our
It is
Steam
an
page, Carrier
injustice
Cuties, Pets and
and
Mechs, but we also
disrespectful
have a,
to those teams
site that you can go
to show
to
things that are
the
so incomplete
Seastone
and far from release.
Studio.
It actually makes them
start-
look bad. It makes
dot
them look
start page.
incompetent.
And you'll be able to look out, find more about our Discord and be able to join, be able to wish list, and even see other more updates that are coming.
You could follow us on socials at Seastone Studio.
Seastone Int Studio.
Seastone Int. I was like, you hear me? I like hesitated. Like Seastone Game.
Seastone Int
Okay.
Studio, and that's on all platforms.
Awesome. Thank you guys for coming through and allowing us to play your game. And congrats on everything. I mean, jumping in feet first to make a game in a studio is not easy.
Thank you for having us.
It is not for the weak.
No, not at all. All right. On to the next segment, too. This was awesome. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This looks alright. What happened to the phone? Uh-huh.
Hold on, y'all niggas playing with me, man.
What's the name of it? Oh, Jay and Silent Bob. I'm interested in that one.
Let's get fired up.
Oh, it's out. Maybe this is a reel of things that are like already out.
Sweet.
Excited for all of them, but like, what was your favorite?
I think my standout would have to be Jay and Silent Bob. I mean, I'm a longtime Jay and Silent Bob fan, so just that nostalgia alone was enough to get me pumped up and excited, for sure.
Valid.
Yeah. Real quick, I want to give a big shout out to all of our
It's been out
devs
since
today,
April.
Jesse, Steve-O, and the entire Cornerstone team. Be sure to put a lot of those games, most of those games, on your wish list while you can, and we are going to toss it over back to Justin.
Thank you, Curtis and Lori, for hosting the show. Great to see you guys and loved those interviews. Love the devs and all the so good. Thank you all for tuning in, and the developers who are participating in these showcases.
I often say this, but
make sure to follow
could
the
have
developers
been
on
an
socials,
email.
wishlist buy and play their demos. If you are interested in helping to fund some of those projects that you saw on the show, you could donate to the XP Fund through the QR code on the screen and connect with us if you're interested in additional investment opportunities. We have to give it up to our partners, No Rivals, Aurora Broadcasting for being on the ones and twos, Raw Fury for helping to make this thing possible, and our broadcasting partners, Summer Game Fest. Thanks for including us again, Twitch, IGN, GameSpot, and Steam. Make sure to catch all of the other awesome showcases happening this week. There's so many of them. The Latin America Games Showcase, Women-Led Games, Southeast Asia Game Showcase, Frosty Games Fest, Wholesome Direct, Story Rich, Planet Play, India Game Showcase, Day of the Devs, and more. My head's about to pop. Again, I am Justin Woodward, co-founder of Black Voice of Gaming and the Experience Studios platform. See you guys soon, and peace.
Peace. The PlayStation State of Play goes live in 29 minutes. How about bingo card talk? Well, I've written stuff down, but first of all, I don't know how many squares we're meant to have on a bingo card. I think it's 5, right? 1, 2, center, 4, 5. I have stuff here, but some of it also applies to Summer Games Fest. So I've got like the Muppets on here, which is unlikely to show up tonight at State of Play. This fucking analog stick. Oh, that's Sony. That's Sony. Being noisy.
Thank you for releasing me. Free the dragons in the artisan world, then seek out the balloonist. He'll transport you to the next world.
What about Nasty Norg?
That's all I can tell you.
Yeah, if we make Summer Games Fest its own bingo card, then I am... I have a bad card here for State of Play. Did the... Oh no, he didn't die in one hit. Okay. Shall I have Grok throw one together? Gork! Yeah. Use Matzo's if it becomes available.
Go after some sheep first. Those little creatures release butterflies, which sparks the dragonfly eat.
Showcase-bingo.vercel.app. Safe to click on stream, yeah? I mean, it would be, obviously, but... Ding, 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 ding. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Ba-dum bum ba-dum, ba-dum bum bum bum. Dum, da-da-da-dum, dum. Ding ding, ding ding ding. Ba-dum ba-dum ba-dum, ba-dum bum bum bum. Ding ding, da-da-da-dum, dum. Ding ding, ding ding ding. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. You might notice this music is in stereo. And the full game release of Spyro the Dragon, the music's in mono. This prototype, the music is in stereo for some reason. This was before they decided to go mono, maybe to save space on the game disc. No, 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 ding, 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 ding. Wow, I fucking suck at this. It's been a hot minute. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Silent Hill Townfall. Oh yeah, we could see that tonight. I don't have to get everything in one go, but like in Spyro, there's like a bonus for getting everything in one go. Man, I've missed the towers as well. Ugh. Oh wait, the towers aren't something in this. Oh man. Okay, let's have a look at Matzo's link. Showcase Bingo Vercel app. Go to site. Oh. PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo. Oh, there's little and there's a shuffle too. I'll show you what Matzo's put together here. So you can pick your topic. Go Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo, a mixture of all. Developer cries on stage. Oh, this is fun. Fully voiced protagonist. Ray tracing showcase. PlayStation timed exclusive 10-year roadmap. New card. Metaverse integration delayed again. Sequel nobody asked for. Oh, this is cool. One more year of polish from the makers of. What I'll probably do is click new game a couple of times before before the showcase starts. And then we can switch to it. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. It's all JSON, so it's easy enough to edit. Nice. Da-da-da-da-da. Ding, 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 ding. The guys really liked your idea of Deku nutting. Hey, Gullet. Yeah, there's nothing for lighting those. Why did I think that was the thing? Stick it up your jumper. Lighthouses. Oh, is that in like a later level? Yeah, that explains a lot, actually. Fuck. Fuck me. Sonic the Hedgehog! Gotta go fast! Gotta go faster, 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 faster! I'm hoping that Spyro 4 rumor becomes something, you know? Spyro 4, it's about space. Welcome to the spaceport, Spyro. Gnasty Gnorcs come to outer space. Yeah, Nasty Gnorc. Let's go to outer space. I want to fight Gnasty Gnorc. Find SpaceX first, Spyro. Yeah. What's up, Gnorc? Fuck. Yeah. I don't remember the time in this game being quite so lenient. Man, I fucked up and I'm still gonna do it. I've still got enough time. He says. Fuck! Fuck! It's a prototype. Who the fuck cares? Spyro and Rabbids. No, please don't. Please don't. That'd be awful. Flying. Like, it's just called flying. We don't have a name for it yet. Please stop, like, running by yourself, Spyro. Oh, so it's late enough in development that enemies drop the orbs that give you an extra life. I have said before that the Spyro GBA games could do with a with like a remaster remake. Something I saw recently I want to try. I think it's Stonehill. Chat disconnected. YouTube chat. Chat reconnected. Love it. Masterpiece. Spyro for Gnasty Gnorc. How about Gnasty Gnorc? I wanna fuck Gnasty Gnorc. Fuck other dragons first, Spyro. That's all I can tell you for now. Was, How did they do this? I've seen speedrunners do this. Apparently, it's the easiest one in the game, and it can get you right on top of here, like, right away. Yes! No! Fuck. I've given up on it. I don't care that much. On the one hand, having access to those old Crash games would be good. On the other hand, I don't think they're actually that good games. But that makes them fodder for a remake, so. Oh, the chat is disconnected again. Love it. My internet's fine, so I can only assume that the Sony State of Play is fucking with things on a site-wide level. I am still live, yes. Man, this chat. Mic check, mic check. Check 1, 2, everybody in the room. That's how it goes, isn't it? It's on us, it's our fault. It yabba dabba do be like that sometimes. Hey Spyro, press the jump button. For the longest glide, Spyro, press the jump button at the very top of your jump. And watch out. Watch out for what? Scaling cliffs. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Mic check, mic check. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. I have a theory that as young ERB, that everyone in chat's internet is why a stream stutters. Because there's too many viewers. Oh well, I guess the stream's gonna stutter then. I'm not gonna let that get in the way of perfection. These gems seem very close together. Watch the dragonfly, Spyro. Its color indicates its power to protect you. Protect me? Protect me from what? People on the internet who would say mean things. I'm not scared of some online trolls. You'll see. When you free a dragon or step on a dragon platform, you're saving your progress in this level. Except it doesn't work like that. Because there is no saving in this prototype. Furthermore, I need a key. Statues of gold instead of silver. Vortex will take you back to the artisan home. And let me tell you a story. Not now, gotta go. Bye. Ooh, what a rude young child dragon. 2149. Soon, Sony News. You want me to rap this, don't you? You keep giving me rap lines and I never rap them. You freed Darius Ongana. Thank you for releasing me. I obviously need a better rap beat than this. I can give it a go. What's the worst that could happen? I just embarrass the shit out of myself? Who the fuck cares? I was about to rap and then the background music got away. All I hear is silence and sirens outside. Ah. Okay. I'm gonna regret this. Let's go. Mike Checker, Vidya Game Wrecker, Escape British got some games you gotta check ya. Them be fresh like them like fuck. Ah. Them be fresh to death like them shiny Relaxa. Tune it in, boy, state of play coming nexta. Have you ever heard Klepta? He makes some fucking music, I don't care, yeah. Pressing triangle doesn't bring down the item count. Did it ever bring down the item count? I'm missing 12 gems. I'm always missing 12 gems in this fucking level. I got the key, didn't I? Scale Electrics. Scale Extrix. You can't skip this cutscene in the prototype. Still missing 12. I don't give a shit. What about Gnasty Gnorc? I wanna fuck him! Wow, Spyro,
Cool flash. Do that again. The artisan's boss is through the portal behind me, but you are not yet ready, Spyro. Conquer one of the artisan's lands first.
Conquer one of the artisan's lands first, but I did. Don't make me use an environment proxy to get in. I don't know how to do that. What about the town? Hey, Spyro.
Press the jump button twice to glide, and don't be afraid.
Afraid of what?
Falling from high mountain peaks, plummeting into prehistoric glaciers, crashing through. Oh, that.
Yeah, sometimes it plays like the wrong piece of music when it's rescuing a dragon. Town Square! For some reason, I have the music video for Mr. Crinkle in my mind. How does that go? Yo, you hearing that stereo Spyro music? Crazy. Also, I think this is a different mix to what was in the main game. This town square sounds different. If you want to know something cool about those oxes, their hitbox extends all the way up into the sky. Infinitely. Did you know this?
Yeah, did you know this? Did you know this, guys? Did you know this? Their hitbox extends all the way into the sky. Did you know this? Did you hear about this?
Right. This needs to be... Oh! Why doesn't it do it in the prototype? Interesting. In the main game, the hitbox extends all the way into the sky. Maybe I just missed it. Yeah, interesting. How did they manage to break that between prototype and full release? That is weird. Anyway, gotta be getting close to the Sony event, right? We would have played more of this if it hadn't been for the previous showcase going on like 4 times as long as it needed to. It could have been an email. $14 min left. 4 min left. Unless they're planning to go 10 minutes late. Let me look at this. Four minutes 19, yeah. Alright, let's leave Spyro. So let's do a couple more shuffles on the bingo card then. Give me a number. Now a fully interactive thing. Should I refresh? 6. D9. 23. 6, 7. 69. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 23. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So we've got runs at 60 FPS PC Ultra only. We're gonna have to do a new card for that because that doesn't relate to Sony. Okay, here we go. Procedurally generated, cringe, celebrity cameo, community-driven development from the UGC, from the makers of narrative-driven experience, 10-year roadmap, Unreal Engine 5. This is just the beginning. Crafting system, battle pass, immersive sim, season pass before launch, sequel nobody asked for, new IP nobody will remember. Adaptive difficulty, day 1 patch required. Surprise sequel to dead franchise. Cross-platform play, PC only. It's PlayStation. Roguelike elements, award-winning. Season 1 starts day 1. Metaverse integration, PlayStation timed exclusive. DLC announced before launch. So let's go with this one. We can have a play with this. So what I'm gonna do is switch back to the PlayStation screen. 2 minutes 17, 2 minutes 16, 2 minutes. All right. Impress us, Sony. Give me a reason to play your motherfucking games. A reason to start over new. With your console that's blue. Well, the lights are anyway. If we get bored, we could always check out the Hutchinson Music Reference Suite, the Hutchinson Science Reference Suite, the Hutchinson History Reference Suite. You know what? No, even better, guys. I'm thinking about making my MySpace page look really good. So I'm thinking about using Your Place, which is a thing for creating stuff for your MySpace page. I agree we should all play Zoombinis. Welcome to Zoombini Town. Sound is off, yes, because they tend to use Content ID music on these countdowns, so I've got it muted until the stream begins. Using the power of the M key. Oh, what's that? You want it louder? 29 seconds. It's already going to be Content ID hell, but it always bothers me that the music they use on these timers is. Because they know better than to do that. Got 21 seconds to go. Got 21 seconds to go. We gotta go. 21 seconds. 21 seconds. 21 seconds. 21 seconds. And it's Romeo done. Have I heard of Copper Cab? Isn't that cab that ladies get into and then they have sex? Oh wait, no, that's Fake Taxi. Wolverine!
Hi, I'm Marcus Smith, Creative Director for Marvel's Wolverine. Today, we're excited to debut a new look at the game. To set the stage, Wolverine is in a race against time to rescue a group of kidnapped mutants before they're shipped off to parts unknown by cybernetically enhanced mercenaries known as the Reavers.
Yeah.
However,
the one
Logan
I've got
quickly
here,
discovers he isn't the only mutant attempting to save them.
Wolverine is
Let's
here.
take a look.
But that's because we knew it was going to be here. I deliberately stacked this Sony one that I got on paper so it would win automatically.
See if we can find the one that got away. Redhead. Might be our only lead.
Ugh. Axe body spray.
Looks like she took off into the industrial park. All right, let's search the area.
Ahoy! Hoy!
Perimeter stable.
Why doesn't he sound like Hugh Jackman? You think they can afford Hugh Jackman? They're Sony. They don't have Hugh Jackman money. He's probably Troy Baker.
No answer. Stay sharp. I don't like this. Should do another sweep.
Stay sharp. Yeah, lots of blood. Yeah! It looks a lot better than the prototype I played several years ago, which was to be expected.
Not today, Bob.
Yeah, it's safe. But I know that I would enjoy it if I played it. So it's Jean Grey. So there was a very early combat test for her in the prototype.
There you are, Red.
Her model definitely looks way better than it did in the proto. Which is to be expected, because it's had like 2 years since that, and that prototype was 2 years out.
Son of a bitch!
I don't think this counts for Legacy sequel. No. This looks enough like an Insomniac game and enough like Wolverine Uncaged from the Xbox 360. It is a clean mix of the two. Was that Deborah Wilson? Does this take place in 2077? I got shrimp! Proper shrimp! Not that stuff made on Aqua Farm, real shrimp! Is this shrimp fresh? Only the freshest shrimp!
Get out of my way!
Oh wow. Shorty. I like that Wolverine does have a regeneration factor going on with his health bar. It's slow, but it's there. Yeah, I'll play this. But I don't think there was any doubt, to be honest. Yeah, starting out of the gate, just showing gameplay.
I was hoping for the redhead. Let's get you guys out of here.
Are you a superhero?
Look it. I'm Wolverine.
Yeah, okay. That's a Mega Red. A Mega Red's in this.
Some folks can't wait to die.
What's his name? Sawtooth? Hawktooth or whatever? You had me at a Mega Red.
We hope you
To
enjoyed
be
that
honest.
new look at Marvel's Wolverine. This is a single-player action-adventure game featuring a focused,
Sabretooth.
story-driven experience that will send Logan on a perilous journey across the globe, where more than innocent mutant lives are at stake. In this game, mutants live in hiding, fearful of those who would hunt them down, while most of the world doesn't even know they exist. As you saw, you'll encounter iconic Marvel characters like Jean Grey, Mystique, and Sabretooth.
Some folks can't wait to die.
And a Mega Red.
We also showed you a glimpse of the brutal combat you'll experience in Marvel's Wolverine. It's fast, fluid, and visceral in the way that only Logan can deliver. Marvel's Wolverine is built to take full
Venom
advantage
when?
of the PlayStation 5 consoles, and we
Right
cannot
here.
wait for you to get your hands on it when it launches September 15th, 2026.
Surf the
We're
web!
also happy
Surf
to
the
announce that
web!
you can pre-order your copy today at the end of the show in select markets.
6-7.
Check out the PlayStation blog for more
6-7,
information.
Peter.
On behalf of
Ah,
everyone at
6-7.
Insomniac Games,
6-7.
thank you. See you next time.
Right. State of play, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello and welcome to State of Play. I wanted to start by thanking Marcus and the whole team at Insomniac for that extended look at Marvel's
Is that
Wolverine.
9 inches of
We've got a
Venom?
ton
It
more
is
to share
9
with
inches
news
of-
and
of-
updates
of
from
Venom.
both PlayStation Studios and third-party studios from around the globe. Let's get right to it with the latest from our friends at Arc System Works, XDev, and Marvel Games.
Anime. Looking good so far.
The supreme master of the pugilistic art, the Duke of Get Your Dukes Up, Mr.
Actions are worth more than any word. And the greatest action is to fight. You have defeated so many. You've defeated whole worlds.
It's Pro CD.
You've never fought Doom.
As we know, the man is a Latvarian, so he's right to be voicing a Latvarian.
Mere trinkets. My genius is endless. And now my turn. You made promises, Doom, and those promises shall be kept.
Oh, James Arnold Taylor.
My dearest Aurora, mutant kind shall rise, and I will be the one to lead the way.
Showtime! You look
Nice.
a little angry, Bug. Still holding a grudge. Trixie, huh?
Time to stop laughing,
That's
Gotham.
just the Joker.
Get all you got. Bump the way. What? I'm gonna kill Spider-Man, not you.
Carnage. Yes.
You want to fight? Carnage will give you one. Choose that
Moment has come. Attack! No mercy.
Let me do it. I'll slice you up. Don't be greedy. He's mine.
Knights of Doom, destroy them! Feel my wrath! The end is near.
Pre-order now on PS5 and PC. DLCs. We have that on the other one. Let's write that down.
I see much from my perch atop the tree of tranquility. Yet, there are some outcomes that are uncertain.
fuck is this?
Even to me.
He's gonna get eaten. Rayman!
Dragons!
Let's roll.
Yo, it's real!
Your
Your heroics will no doubt be the stuff of tales.
Rayman
twice
Legends
told
is real.
Throughout the Glade of Dreams.
Okay.
Feed my ox.
Calming biscuits? But oh!
Yeah, okay. I get It Takes Two vibes from this, but
Follow me.
I'm up for
brave
it.
Heroes. The Glade of Dreams is in grave danger.
Does this count as a legacy sequel, or is this it's full under like a reboot category instead?
It's time I made my mark.
It's 4 against 1. You don't stand a chance. Maybe he stands a little bit of a chance. Globots to the rescue!
I am as fast as a falcon.
Kick size! For the Glade, then!
You think this ends here?
Cool! I'm here!
Not sure I like Rayman's voice, but
Are you ready for our game, Rayman?
October 1st. And that box art was real. Dave the Diver DLC. Okay, here we go. It's time for unexpected crossover, maybe? 3D Dave the Diver? Bancho the Chef.
I say.
I guess this doesn't fall under any of the categories I have here. Bancho the Chef. Roj. Okay, asymmetrical 4-player co-op. So whatever it is, games as service, not interested. Prove me wrong. Doesn't fall at cozy or farming, does it?
Shoot!
A shit bleach? What? Dragon Ball Z? You are not alone. Yeah, co-op. Yeah. Yeah, it looks great, but if it's co-op and it's balanced for co-op, then there's gonna be nothing in it for me. Which is a shame because it looks absolutely fucking stunning. Kemuri. Wonder if it's coming to Steam.
Hi everyone! お久しぶりです。安心の中村ゆきです。Did you miss me?
Yes, I fucking missed you.
と言っても、
Oh my
私の
god.
ことを知らないし、忘れてる人もいるかもしれ
Well,
ない
I'm
んで
gonna
す
have
けど。
pleasant dreams
そう
tonight.
だな。見てね、お姉さんです。今日皆さんにお届けしたのは
Still
妖
looks
怪
great
ハンタ
too.
ーアクションゲーム煙です。舞台は煙シティ。この世とあの世が混ざってるカオスな街をアジアをベースにいろんなカルチャーが
Wife, I'll fight you.
煙あるところ
I'll fight
に
you
妖
for
怪
it.
ありという言葉がありまして、
Right,
それを
what's this called?
妖怪ハンター
Kemuri.
が見つけ出します。そこで使うのが妖怪ハンターが
If it is on
使える
Steam,
フォック
it's
ス
not
ウィンドウ
showing yet.
狐の窓です。この窓を
on
介
the
して
store.
パラノーマル現象や妖怪を見
If
つけ出
this is
して
PlayStation exclusive,
可視
I'm
化して
out.
そこに妖
Unless
怪をハントする。
it has full single
妖怪
player.
をただただ集めるわけではありません。私たちのゲームでは妖怪と契約をしなければなりません。頂上をまとい未知を狩るあなた自身に憑依してもらいます。そして憑依した妖怪のパワーを使って憑依アパレルというかっこいいアパレルをまとってスーパーパワーでもっと強い妖
So I
怪に
wonder
挑んで
if this is under
この世界の謎に近づい
Capcom
てい
or
く
someone else.
ハンターは種類が3つありまして、1つは刀ハンターになります。もう1つは弓ハンター、次はシャーマン。そこで皆さんお気づきの通りマルチプレイあります。仲間と一緒に
That's a good
暴
point.
れて死にかけて妖怪ハンターとして一緒にこの煙シティで煙って遊んでいただければ嬉しいです。私たちはカオスをお届け
They
して
either
笑いを
drop
お届け
as
したい
soon as
と
they're
思
announced
って煙
or
を
they
作って
appear.
ます。あの世に最も近い都市
Unseen
煙シティ
it
へ
is
ようこ
under.
そと言いたいところですが、煙はまだまだ開発中です。情報いっぱい落としていきますので、もうとにかく煙の世界をこれから楽しんでください。レッツ煙、煙っていこう。シュッシュシュシュッシュシュ
シュッシュシュ
カカカカカカ。
Unseen. Kemuri. Tomb Raider, Legacy of Atlantis. Legacy sequel.
Been halfway across the continent looking for you. Hard woman to track down.
I had a feeling we'd see this today.
Well, you found me.
Flying Wild Hog.
I hear when it comes
Okay.
to retrieval, you're the one to hire.
Amy Hennig.
This isn't about glory or money or making the world a better place. This is a puzzle buried in centuries of silence. You don't strike me as someone who walks past a locked door without wondering what's behind it. There's a reason I can only trust you with this.
Oh, it's that bitch.
Gotta say, I captured your good side.
You're assuming I've got a bad side.
Doesn't fall under cozy or farming. They originally said 2026. Games get pushed back, didn't they?
So, what was your favourite from today?
I liked the Alisol.
What did you like about it?
He's big and loud.
Jurassic Park
I think my
Mako
favourite
4.
is the Diplodocus.
Dino Crisis.
Daisuke, they're
Dino Crisis.
I don't know if I can do this.
You need to keep moving. You have no other choice.
There's always a choice.
The Lost Wild. Annapurna. Can we cross that out as fake out thing? S game. Sex game. Straight game. Have we seen this? I feel like we've seen a billion Souls-likes that are on this. Norman Reedus. Oh no, the Souls-like game is horny. Ah, Phantom Blade Zero, yeah.
Back in early 2023, S-Game first showed us Phantom Blade Zero in passing in a hotel. And we knew immediately that this game had incredible potential. Look forward to more details in a gameplay and story deep dive coming later this summer. Next, let's head over to the sandworm-infested sands of Arrakis in Dune Awakening. In this open-world survival RPG, you can fully immerse yourself in the world of Dune. Unravel a cinematic story filled with mystery and intrigue, featuring many of the characters from the books and movies.
Find the Fremen, wake the sleeper.
Find the Fremen? Fuck the
Alone
Fremen.
or with friends, you will explore the vast open world of Arrakis.
Wait, no, that
and
was
learn to
behind the
survive
Dune.
And thrive
Different
by
game,
unlocking
different
the
game.
secrets of the Fremen.
So,
Along
what's
the way,
it Dune?
You'll discover new technologies, craft gadgets and weaponry, and build a base of operations that will grow and expand as you progress towards power and fortune.
Wolverine looks good.
Pursue the
There's
path
a
of
couple
the
of
Fenrir
anime
Swordmaster,
esque things that
Trooper,
tickle my bone,
and Tech.
but
And
for the
master
most part,
anything from line
yeah. I mean, I'll play the
brutal
Lara Croft
hand-to-hand
game when it comes
combat.
out.
In
Hopefully by
Dune
then,
Awakening,
Amazon might
you can
give me a
choose to
key.
play with your friends or alone in a brand new single-player mode arriving with the PlayStation release.
Single player mode. Is that a day one patch? Does that count as a day one patch?
Dune Awakening arrives on PS5 on September 27th.
Dune Awakening is getting a
Pre-orders
single player
start
mode.
today.
It might actually
The fan-favorite
come to my
PS2
radar.
classic Dynasty Warriors 3 is getting remastered for PS5.
Dynasty Warriors! Cross it off!
Dynasty Warriors 3 Complete Edition Remastered
Finally
is a
getting some
modern
fucking
revival
news
of
on
the
this.
2001 game that established the foundation of the series. Players can become one of over 40 officers and
Oh,
experience intense
it looks
1
so
versus
fucking
1,000
good.
skirmishes across vast battlefields.
Shin Sangoku Muso
And
too!
joining the battle is Zoan, the protagonist from Dynasty Warriors Origins.
Are we finally getting a release date for this?
Dynasty Warriors 3 Complete Edition Remastered
October
launches
1st.
later this year. Pre-orders start today. From the award-winning studio behind the Ori series comes a bold new vision for action RPGs. No Rest for the Wicked is a brutal Souls-like.
There
built
ain't no
around
rest
skill,
for the wicked,
consequence,
and the
and
wicked is
precision
what I
combat.
am.
Step into a living hand-painted world you can explore alone or share with friends in your own persistent realm. A world that evolves even when you're offline. The highly anticipated full 1.0 release expands everything. A massive world, a deep class and progression system, and hundreds of hours of content, including Endgame, all with full crossplay and cross-save. No Rest for the Wicked launches on PS5 this October and is available to wishlist now. Up next, let's check in with Capcom for an update on Onimusha Way of the Sword.
Doesn't matter. A beast isn't far from an Oni, you know.
You do well to follow his example. I thought you'd see the appeal, Musashi.
They could do Metal Gear Warriors. Metal Gear Warriors would be such a good fit for the Dynasty Warriors gameplay. Each mission starting with the alert noise. You played Onimusha 1?
I sense Genma.
You enjoyed it, did you?
Prepare yourself. No ordinary Genma can move like that. I doubt this area was designed to welcome visitors. The castle's owner must be terribly cautious.
I am Suten Tochi, Miyamoto Musashi, the fool who seeks strength yet rejects the power of the Oni.
I don't know where it is. I've got Onimusha 1 and 2 on PS2, Japanese copy.
If you live by the sword, fighting is everything. So you've lost.
Where's the re-release of
the sword for a trowel?
Like hell I will.
No. What then? Are you going
Where's the re-release of number 3 with Jean Reno?
Human souls. Oh, what it takes.
Musashi, if that's the path he walks, I will follow. I've chosen to trust Musashi's judgment in all matters.
Ori departed. Give me every ounce of power that you have. In return.
Then get going, Onimusha.
I've already crossed off Legacy sequel. Does that one fall under the Muppets? Pre-order
We
bonus!
can't wait to get our hands on Onimusha Way of the Sword this September. But you won't have to wait long to try it yourself. Here's one more update from the Onimusha team.
Demo? Yeah. If that demo is coming to PC, I'll check it out. What am I looking at? Townfall? Townfall. Konami can be crossed off.
Hey! Who's there?
Asobi, I'm hoping that it's an Ape Escape reboot and that we see it today.
Please say something. Where did you go, Simon?
This is not a circular. No, because it's a fucking rectangle, mate. This is not a circular. Huh.
Zoe? I'm sorry, Zoe?
Yeah, what are you doing in Scotland, mate? You know it's full of monsters. So this looks like it's more like short message than it is like a traditional Silent Hill.
I'm so sorry.
The target is the front gate of the capital of our homeland, the Federation of Central Asia.
Bandai Namco.
We will storm from the sea and take the capital back
Armored
from
Core.
our enemy.
Ace Combat.
The next one. The one whose rear we'll have to cover?
The people left behind back on the continent need something to hold on to. Some sort of symbol that inspires hope.
We will be in visual range of the land battleship soon. That's giant!
Enemy artillery intensifying. Damn it. Where's Wings when you actually need him? All units return to base.
I don't get it. I don't know why they make so many of these games. Do they sell that well?
That's where the Wings of Thief comes in. The legendary savior. Dee wants the legendary savior to get as much publicity as possible. The more exposure, the better.
Cannon firing. We're gonna be wiped out.
All aircraft, pull out.
All aircraft report.
You stay put, Joker One.
Above you flies the Wings of Thieves. No harm will come to you. Hands to the sky, everyone. Hope is within reach.
The Terminus fingers.
What, the imposter?
Sharing information isn't always about telling people.
Like the last few of them have had story modes like this, and I've thought about checking them out. But I'm not an aerial dogfighting guy, so it's.
Just as planned. We dangled the bait.
If I don't enjoy the gameplay, I'm not gonna stick with the story.
We've got a leak. Is it time to run, Ray?
Hang on. Joker One, down's an enemy.
You never ran away, did you?
Here we go, Rex.
Come on, Ray.
Let's go, Rex.
These skies belong to you, Rex. Go take what's yours.
Rise above. Rise against.
皆さん、こんにちは。エースコマットシリーズブランド
Oh, we have a chance to cross off the box. Very tedious interview.
エースコマット8 Wings of Steam の発売日は2026年10月2日。アーリーアクセスは9月29日になります。
Early access.
今回の映像では皆さんがエースコマット8で直面する出来事を一つ一つのカットに意味を持たせて約2分にギュッと詰め込んでいます。自由自在に空を飛び、ドッグファイトの興奮を
Where's everything coming out in October?
ドラマティックな英雄体験ができる。他にはないエー
That's
スコマ
a
ットの
very
手
good
の差は
question.
もうすぐそこに広がっています。加えてもう一つ
Do all the people
お伝えしたい
saying
ことがあります。
play this over Star Fox when they play nothing alike?
Did you know there are 3 kinds of aces?
Ace Combat The Belkan War. Does that count as an unexpected crossover?
ダウンロード版はプレイオーダー特典として、パッケージ版には早期購入
What is the Belkan War?
エースコンバットゼロ、ザ・ベルカンウォーの移植版がつくこと
Was that like a mobile game or something?
ぜひエイトと世界を同じくするストレンジリアルの世界をもっと深く楽
Alright,
しんでください。
it's a
お知
port.
らせした通り、発売まではあと少しです。出撃の準備を整えてお待ちください。ありがとうございました。
You're welcome, buddy. Friend. Saber. Was this like a Midnight Club spiritual successor? Man, if they do a trailer like this and then the game plays like Cruisin', I'm there. that Knight Rider? Unexpected crossover. The DeLorean as well? Stuntmaster sequel?
Great take. Think we got it. Yep, roll playback.
Stuntman Hollywood. A new Stuntman game. Cool.
There's a wounded man. Nasty injuries. It's like a beast tore him apart.
A beast? Out here? Are you drunk or something? Tow him up and show him out. But he's still weak, so be careful.
What's going on?
Was that Troy Baker? It could be Atomic Heart too.
Save your ammo.
It doesn't feel Russian enough. Ill. Yes, I've heard of this.
Bastard.
This was on my radar last year when it was first shown.
Surprisingly lively for someone who just came out of a coma.
If you want to survive,
I've been
you gotta hustle.
excited for this. Now I know what it is.
You fell from the moon.
Yeah, I've had very high hopes for this one.
I will help you, but you must not go there.
I'll take my chances. Turns out I'm a lucky man.
You'll find nothing there but death.
Punch the baby.
Well,
aw, 2027.
Keep quiet in there.
I can't promise I'll still be alive then. Ooh. Oh, Control 2. Let's go. I almost forgot this was coming out this year.
Something is coming. I have to go.
What if we made Control, but it played like Nier?
Earthquake.
I'm sold.
But it was just a paperclip. Falling off a desk. The tiniest tremor before the main event.
Jesse.
I know what they put you through. You never had a chance.
Two days before the lockdown fell, an uncategorized resonance appeared.
I get Gravity Rush and I get Nier.
Stand right now, Dylan. You're our only shot at survival.
Which, I mean, you know, is two things I like in one place.
You are not FBC. You're not even fucking human.
The FBC locked me in that cell for years and forgot about me. The hiss, it was a way out.
People can change. The past doesn't matter.
Good ass.
Who are
Fucking
you
epic.
today?
September, man. Oh. September. Oh. Yay!
We're gonna have a lot of fun together.
Which 1970s pop song is Darling gonna sing for Dylan? Oh, it's Marathon. Makes some of the best shooting known to man only work on fucking online multiplayer games. What a waste. What a waste of Bungie.
For those without eyes to see.
They make some of the best shooting ever, and it's tied to fucking online multiplayer games. What a waste.
Secrets buried in shadow. The graves. I cried out in my sleep. A warning. A hunter's call. Bury it.
Yeah, like everything about it works for me, except that it's an online co-op shooter. It's a shame literally everything else tickles my balls, but it's that. Which is just too bad. Because that's something I don't think I can get over.
The dangerous and cutthroat world of Marathon expands today with its second season, Nightfall. And if you haven't checked out Marathon yet, Bungie announced an open trial period for the launch of Season 2. You'll also be able to pick up Marathon at a discount. Now, let's take a look at what's coming soon to PlayStation Plus.
Okay,
But first,
PlayStation Plus.
A beloved fantasy world is finally coming to PlayStation for the first time. RuneScape Dragon Wilds is an open-world survival game where you
I have a
rise from
box here
survivor
called
to dragon
PlayStation
slayer.
Plus Disappoints Again. I'm looking for an
Play solo
opportunity
or
to
with
cross
friends
it.
as you explore Ashenfall, a beautiful, dangerous new frontier in the RuneScape universe, where power is earned and every action deepens your mastery. With magic at your command, cross deadly terrain, mass forage in seconds, uncover hidden paths, and outmatch brutal monsters. Craft stronger gear.
Again, another
master
multiplayer
magic,
game, which is a
melee
shame.
and ranged combat,
So it looks good.
and push deeper into uncharted regions of Gielinor. Build a home together, farm the land, and fish the waters. Make it yours. RuneScape Dragon Wilds arrives day one on PlayStation Plus later this year. Next up, here's a preview of games coming to the Classics catalog over the next few
Okay,
months.
PlayStation Plus Disappoints Again.
In June, battle colorful enemies with
I'm
musical
sorry I
instruments and
doubted
guitar
you,
riffs, one of the
PlayStation
most
Plus.
stylish rhythm games from the PS2 era.
Na 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 ba da 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 da. Get a room, man. Fucking hell.
In July, PsyOps: The Mindgate Conspiracy joins
PsyOps?
the Classics catalog. This PS2 action adventure mixes running
Get a
gun
room,
gameplay
man.
with psychic
PsyOps. Oh, by the way, I've got a rhythm game category I need to cross off. But get a room, man. The fuck? PsyOps and get a room, man?
And finally, Onimusha: Dawn of Dreams, a Capcom classic from 2006.
Onimusha
launches later this
4.
year in August.
Onimusha 4! But not 3.
Akashima Island, haunted by dark stories.
Oh,
our goal,
Haunted Island, mate.
Confront the evil, corrupting paradise. This is Dead True International.
Far Cry 7.
Thanks.
It's got that stink.
Come on, let's get a photo together.
Over! You're rotated on that one.
A for effort, dude.
Who's the buff idiot?
Does no one know this guy?
This is how villains are made.
Oh, you two haven't met yet, right?
Sebastian, I'll be looking out for you.
Never heard of this fire sprite. What do they do?
Roland, whenever you're ready. This facility has been shut down for decades. Uninvestigated.
Crikey, mate.
untold, until now.
This facility's been getting shut down for decades, mate. Crikey, mate.
Did you hear that?
Nate, are you out there?
Friday the 13th.
We gotta go.
In Australia.
Right!
I have a bad feeling.
Let's get rid of it.
Grip it tight.
No! He's coming! Through there!
Take a deep breath. Fuck! Which way?
Getting like David Cage out of it.
There's rocks down there!
Yeah. It's Until Dawn, isn't it?
Can you do what needs to be done?
As soon as it had the interface, square and circle, I'm like, yeah, it's Until Dawn.
Hi, I'm Stu Tilley, Creative Director at Firesprite Games, and I hope you enjoyed the first look at our brand new installment of Until Dawn. In Until Dawn 2, a successful crew of ghost hunters.
You know what? That goes
who
under
fake
fake
all
out
their best
thing.
content come face to face with real horrors for the very
I
first
say that
time.
counts as a fake out
Whenever
thing.
you're ready.
Having just signed a deal with a major TV network, they visit an abandoned tropical island. But beneath that beautiful surface hides dreadful, heartbreaking secrets, centuries old and hungry for vengeance. We're looking forward to sharing more details about this very soon, ahead of release in 2027. Thank you.
Now we have one more game to show, and it is something special. This is a brand new title debuting with more than 20 minutes of uninterrupted gameplay. So turn up the volume, sit back, and enjoy.
20 minutes of uninterrupted game. What kind of game needs 20 minutes of uninterrupted gameplay? Is this the gritty Ape Escape reboot that I've joked about? Man, if this is just gameplay, this is really dull gameplay. Santa Monica Studio. The God of War people, then.
Find your way home. You are free.
God of War. "20 minutes of God of War. Do you know how desperately I need to take a shit? Like, I could take a shit for 5 minutes and be back. In fact, that is what I'll do. But I'll watch along on the fucking crapper. I need to take a shit, friend. Sony just have. Oh, that's so funny. Oh, that's so cute. That's so funny.
burned clothes. The pyre. It happened. They're starting on the path. It's just... I didn't get to say goodbye. This definitely isn't the light of Alfheim. Mask. How? Shouldn't have been that difficult. Yeah. Armor. Good idea. Now, how about a way out? Guess I'll find my own way from here. Mask. No, it can't be. It's not possible. If there's another mask, their path isn't safe. I have to find a way back.
From the Eagle Ocelot! Mount the gates! The gateway is closed.
Oh, it's still going. Did I miss anything?
Come on.
20 minutes of uninterrupted gameplay. It's alright, because these games are just movies. By the time people get round to playing it again,
That creature.
they'll have forgotten everything. She stopped, but she's now walking. Oh!
Let him go!
How riveting. Wait, so hold on. Is the gameplay here that you play as Lady who occasionally raises her hand? So this isn't even a Kratos game. It's a Kratos' wife game, but you're not pressing circle to fuck her. How does that work? Have they not played a God of War game before?
Another mask.
This is important to you. I wondered.
You trust Cory Balrog. The last time I met Cory Balrog,
Set you free.
he punched me in the face. That is the guy from Street Fighter 2, right?
You touch me again, and I swear, I will kill you.
Would you like to see how hard it is to die here, Godly? I can show you.
You can't keep me here.
The gateway is closed. There is no escape.
From Heartbreak Avenue. Lesbian romance.
Resisting the truth will only make this more painful. No.
I'm glad someone let that through.
I will handle that problem. You deal with our new pet.
Where's the video game? She's thin enough to slip through the fucking cracks of that cage. Come on. How's that cage holding anyone? Don't be fucking stupid.
Okay. I think they're gone.
Just be careful.
Fresh air. Oh, you're different.
You're a cube. Talking. You know what? It doesn't matter. How do we get out of here?
Yeah, we've tried. There's no way out.
And you're a talking sword.
I'm not the sword. I'm the ribbons, obviously. And my name is Rue. The cube is Frank.
I'm Faye. There has to be a way out of here.
A way out? But you're not even all here.
Of course I'm not here. I'm dead.
You have to be dead to come through the gateway.
It's like you're holding something back.
This isn't working.
Yeah, a game like this, if you've watched 20 minutes of it, you don't need to buy it.
Anyway.
You've
Afterlife
seen
of the
everything,
gods.
right?
I call it the everyone.
Afterlife of the gods. Great.
So, what's the plan, boss?
Not your boss, Frank. That cask. That's why you're trapped.
Yeah.
I have faith
you made
that
that big
Silver
explosion
Fox
happen,
Keeley
right?
will present something truly
that again?
banging this Friday.
My magic. It's wrong here. I feel wrong here.
You want out, right?
I think we all want that.
We definitely do.
Faye, you need to accept it. All of it. You're dead.
How? How do I accept that?
Simple. Focus. You're here. Be...
Focus, F!
Here.
But what if I need to be somewhere else?
Then focus on what you do need.
Find your way home.
Hey, that's it. What were you thinking of?
A promise.
Okay, we'll take it. Now let's get out of here.
Get ready.
There was some gameplay here somewhere. Look at that.
Wait! Not a good idea! Bad idea!
More gameplay than mixtape. Right, and this won't get a 10 out of 10. Because it doesn't have Stan Bush the power.
Kratos. Kratos.
Right, Transformers couldn't afford it, but mixtape could. In perpetuity.
Rue? I think you should give her the sword.
How do I know I can trust her?
I'll give it back. I promise.
Okay. Take it.
By the power of Grayskull. Yeah, I've seen that comic panel. It's funny. Oh hey, a game.
Lady, you need to get out of here.
Not until I get you out.
I don't need help.
Here we go, coming up behind.
Sony Games really showing off the AI partners that are actually good at fighting. This and Wolverine. Yeah, combat looks good. I mean, this looks like a video game to me.
Idea on opening that cage.
Hey, kids, get ready!
Come on!
No, I got a promise to keep.
Fine, but lady, that sword, it's more than you think it is.
Are y'all ready? I will kill you.
Don't make promises you can't keep, Goblin.
The annoying thing is that this isn't coming to PC because Sony's changed their focus. It's a shame. 1 and 2 are on PC, but this one won't be.
You don't know what you wield.
What is it?
I hope they reconsider that.
You're scared of this sword. Why?
I fear nothing.
Combat looks satisfying. It's just you have to watch 20 minutes of cutscenes to get to it.
Just give up.
I don't give up.
It's a bit excessive, isn't it? Welcome back, Draven. A lot of the horror stuff shown is up my alley, but for the most part, probably wasn't worth watching live. Like, didn't get any like major reactions out of me outside of fucking Gitaroo Man being on PSN. And honestly, I'm shocked that the Sonic Crossworlds DLC was not here. I thought it was a guarantee. I also thought we would get, don't forget, all these great games are out. And, you know, like 007 First Light and Forza and all that, you know? But we didn't even get, like, a reel of, like, games that are out now, you know? Which I was honestly expecting, because usually they do. Just goes to show, I couldn't predict much, if anything. I couldn't predict much, if anything, from this showing. Right. So let's open up this this bingo. Okay. Procedurally generated, no. Cringe celebrity cameo, no. Community-driven development, no. From the makers of. Did that appear at all? Narrative-driven experience. Right. Battle Pass revealed. Crafting system added. This is just the beginning. Nobody said that. Unreal Engine 5. 10-year roadmap. Immersive sim. Not really. Season pass before launch. Free space. Sequel nobody asked for. Rayman Legends Retold could fit under that. Silent Hill Townfall could fit under that. Silent Hill Townfall. Oh, look at this. Network players. No way. New IP nobody will remember. Does Marathon count for Battle Pass? Sure. Fuck it. New IP nobody will remember. I don't remember. So maybe there was, and I completely forgot it. Adaptive difficulty. Day 1 patch. Surprise sequel to Dead franchise. Until Dawn? Stuntman? Cross-platform play, PC only. Roguelike elements. I actually don't think we saw any, like, roguelike elements. Ah, Tango game, yep, bingo. That was a new IP. Not bingo, though. Not technically not bingo. Day 1 patch required. I feel like that is a guarantee with every game, but it doesn't say that. DLC announced before launch. PlayStation timed exclusive. Presumably, oh fuck. Tokon? I reckon that'll probably stay Sony forever. Fuck it, new card. Fuck it, new card. Fuck it, new card. Definitive Edition. Does Rayman count for that? The Belkan War. New card. Cute cozy game with cute animals. Available now, Marathon. Narrative-driven experience. Open world, vast emptiness. Dune. Season pass before launch. The most ambitious game ever made. Nobody said that. 1 more year of polish. Play it first on PlayStation. DLC announced before launch. Photo mode confirmed. Live service announcement. Spiritual successor to a classic. Spiritual successor. Not Stuntman, then. Marathon. Ray tracing showcase. Only on PlayStation. Well, on console, right? Yeah. God of War. Battle Pass revealed. Delayed again. Tomb Raider? Had Tomb Raider been delayed before, though? Phantom Blade 0? Delayed again? I'm desperate for a bingo, and I'm not going to get one. Ill. Sequel nobody asked for, Stuntman. New card! New card! Roadmap slide all to be determined. I feel like Onimusha's look like that. Alright, take care, Garlips. Try again. Season pass before launch, 1 more year of polish. It's stable, but it's hard to get anything. Hideaki Noshino, wave at camera. Oh, wow. I can't believe we got that one. Googling. No, 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 no. I was using inspect element. Revolutionary gameplay. Yeah, genuinely, there's stuff I'm interested in. I'm now Bald Eel. Bald Eel. Number goes up mechanic. We saw that at the Black Voices in Gaming, but not at PlayStation. Gritty reboot of beloved IP. Remaster of a remaster. A reboot of a beloved franchise. I'm not gonna get a bingo. That's the thing. With these squares, I'm not gonna get a bingo. I love it. It works great. It's fantastic. Ew. I now need to clone this Git and change everything about it. I need to fork this Git. Ah, there we go. Open world, vast emptiness, Dune, Battle Pass revealed, Marathon, PlayStation timed exclusive, literally every PlayStation game. Every PlayStation IP. Narrative-driven experience. Unreal Engine 5. Cinematic trailer, no gameplay show. Oh, man. So if I were to, like, just do this, it, you know, $25 or $25. It's cool that it counts it at the bottom. That's cool. Mechanically, this is awesome. It might be good before Friday to come up with, as a group, things to put in here. Well, I love it. And that was vibe coded today? Fuck yeah, I love vibe coding. Right, we've been going almost 4 hours, and there's nothing happy to say about today. Events. Summer Games Fest on the 5th. Latin American Games Showcase and Women-Led Games on the 4th. Sorry, with all due respect, after how dull the Black Voices in Gaming was, I will probably skip those because, again, it's the same, like, sponsors. And I just get the feeling that it's going to be more of the same kind of thing. June 5th, we've got Summer Games Fest and Day of the Devs. I think I'm working on June 7th, which will, mean I'll miss a bunch of stuff on the 7th. Yeah, because I'll be working. Stuff on the 6th, there's a lot of stuff on the 6th that just does not really apply to me. All right, take care, Matzo. Have fun at work. Yeah, I'm thinking I should probably head off now. Dynasty Warriors Fire Emblem tomorrow evening. New archive dive on Thursday. I say new. I've already shared it in the Discord, so I'm sure a lot of you have already seen it, and that's the episode on the Australian photographs. Which means at some point, probably tomorrow, I need to edit next week's episode. I've edited next week's episode. Oh, thank God, I've already done that. Yes. And then I need to start editing the episode after that. And the episode after that may be the Pixeline documentary. If it is, that's going to be a lot of work. Right. Okay, thank you very much for coming, everybody. Warriors Wednesday tomorrow. New archive dive Thursday. Summer Games Fest on Friday. There might be something else. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Until next time, if we live that long, take care. Bye-bye.